We're back with another BigJive MMA show, this time for UFC Mexico. Brandon Moreno versus Lonair Kavanagh main event. Hola, BP. How we doing?
¿Cómo estás? I took Spanish. My joke is I took Spanish 1 twice in high school, which is actually true. It's not a joke. I failed the first one. Took it the second time, got the same teacher, failed me again. Shout out Mrs. Wallace. But no, listen, Mexico, I tell you, I want to get this off the rip. I want to let the people in the chat know I'm an honest man. These Mexican cards, these cards they do in Mexico that are loaded with Mexican fighters, notoriously I have done horrible. And these are very lopsided lines tonight. I do have some strong leans, but take what I say with a grain of salt, because usually south of the border, your boy, I don't do so good. But we'll see how it shakes out.
Yeah, I mean, this card is rough, man. Rough from a talent perspective, rough from a betting perspective. We got some huge favorites. So we're going to have to navigate this, right? And this is a card at elevation as well. Just
Absolutely.
because we needed a little bit more variance into how these fights are going to play out. We got the low level, we got the wide betting lines, and then we got elevation. What more could we ask for? We also got some short notice opponents,
Sure.
just to toss it in there as well.
Why not?
We got 13 fights to break down, BP.
Oh, and you're forgetting there's like a cartel war going. I know it's not in Mexico City, but cartel wars happening in Mexico. We got a lot of variables. You want to be a capper in MMA? Good fucking luck, buddy. This is tough stuff.
It's a tough week, man.
Yeah.
How we doing in the chat? Trends in the chat. What up, boys? How we doing tonight?
Hey.
Can't type poster.
Jesus, I can't type poster salsa.
Gotta love that green money line. Impossible spread. We'll talk about that one. We took 6 years of French, then moved to a state that borders Mexico. Whoops. Dude, I took, I think, 6 or 7 years of Spanish from middle school all the way up to high school.
Wow, good for you.
Or all the way up till I graduated high school. And got nothing, man.
Really? My buddy he's like Trent, he took about 7 years of French. And if he went to France or Quebec, in Canada, he can get by. He could get by for sure.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I think I know more Spanish now just watching TV and watching, fights, and you pick up a little Portuguese or whatever here and there. But yeah, I mean, I think everyone knows chama. You know what I mean? We all speak a little Portuguese. Chama. You know what I mean? So
many huge faves on this card. We got a lot, boys. We got a lot. I'm here, boys. Hit the like button for the best betting show on YouTube. Appreciate that.
Let's go.
Taking all the Mexicans on the money line, dude.
Do it.
I think it was the Sphere card where the only one that won was Ronaldo Rodriguez. I think the rest of
he barely squeaked that one out, brother.
Yeah, Rosas Jr. did win.
Rosas Jr. won. Okay. Why isn't he on this card? He was supposed to fight Rob Font, and I think he's still gonna fight him. But it's like, dude, is it next? Okay, but I say you're like 20. What do you got going on, dude? Just keep fighting.
Yeah, I mean, maybe this card was just not good enough for him.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, he could have been. I really wish we would have saw the main event. I mean, listen, shout out Lonair Kavanagh getting this shot here. I would have liked to see Horiguchi step up short notice. I don't know if that even was offered to him. Fight a guy like Moreno, just keep that hot streak going. Even Charles Johnson threw his name in a hat. I know he's coming off a big knockout loss over Alex Perez, but still, I think there's a lot of people that jumped their name in the hat, and Kavanagh got it, which is props to Kavanagh. But yeah, we'll see how it shakes out.
Yeah, my boy, Josh Hokett.
Yeah, Bladesy.
I didn't know that he was going to get that big of a step up that quick.
Well, when you look as good as you do, in heavyweight's wide the fuck open. He's got to take advantage of these spots before Gable gets on the scene, because these spots are going to be gone, right? Okay. Yeah, you know what I mean? So he's got to take advantage of this, and I love the move up. Curtis Blaydes isn't getting any younger, right? He's an established heavyweight. I mean, he's only lost to the best in the world, really. This is a great spot for him.
I like it. I like the matchup. I think Hokey can knock him out, because Curtis Blaydes chin has always failed him against those big power punchers, and that Hokey power, man, it's gonna hurt him, man. It's gonna
so
hurt.
weird. Guys with big beards like that, Kimbo Slice did not have a good chin either. He had a huge beard, right? And
Yeah.
Curtis Blades got the big beard, not a great chin. Like, I think if, I've never been knocked out before. I've been in a few scraps and everything. So I think the fact that I can't grow facial hair is the reason why I have never been knocked out. That's a theory of mine. Also, my head is the size of my house. That might have something to do with it as well. But having a big beard is not a good base for your chin. I'm going to say it right now.
True. I guess
I'm sure there's a million examples that will disprove that. Right. But I'm not going to listen to facts or science. I'm going to listen to what I just said, which is total made up bullshit.
Hoku will be favored at least minus 200. I don't know what the line's going to be, to be honest. I don't think
he'll open maybe close to that. I think so.
Maybe. All right, we got 13 fights to break down, but before we do that, we got to recap how last week went.
Hit one, baby.
EP got one to go through.
Tell him to bring me my money.
I stayed true to myself. That was a big bet I actually laid in real life money. I still had a losing week because after that win, I was debating myself because you were kind of flirting with Ige and then Matty Betts was on Ige. And I'm like, man, am I in the wrong spot here? I've obviously notoriously been wrong on Costa before. Got the dub, very happy, minimal win because he was kind of a significant favorite. So I took those winnings and I go, I'm feeling it right now. We'll go Jeffy Neal. We'll go Fluffy Parlay for all the winnings, for all the marbles. And we all know how that turned out. So not the banner night, but I'm glad I got the empty the clip off my back. I don't know if this is, we still have loose rules with the show. I almost texted you and then made a video on Instagram, whatever, social, and switched my pick to Aiden Correa. I love Correa so much in that spot, and it started freaking me out. So many people were on Ige. I stuck with my guns, though, and I went with Costa, so I'm glad I got the hit.
You got to say his name right, though.
What?
It's Alden.
Alden. Well, that's the worst name. He should change it. Alden? Alden. Come on, bro.
Alden Correa. He looked good, man. He looked good. Melky looked good, of course. Getting the spinning back kick KO.
Shattered Ige. Is that first guy to finish Ige?
Definitely one of the videos that I've ever created where it just looks terrible. You know?
I have so many. Bro,
I don't know if you saw my video, but I said,
I saw it.
Don't fall for this trap, man.
Oh, yeah, of course.
The worst part is I said he's not going to land another head kick knockout. Like, that's just not going to happen.
Yeah. No, brother, that's why I respect so many people in this space, because Cody Safdie said it best on his show today. There's so many people after the fight that go, you bet Dan Ige? Like, where were you before the fight, guy, right? So putting your face to camera, putting your opinions to the world to see, and then wearing the L's is what makes you who you are. And you got to wear the L's. If you scrub my if you scrub my Instagram, you go to the bottom, right? I used to do like a weekly YouTube pick. This is before I was on video. I would just do audio only, and then I would do like one video a week. Pretty much every YouTube pick I made, pick of the week, YouTube pick of the week, and I would highlight a fighter, blah, blah, blah. They lost. I mean, they fucking got destroyed, right? It was cursed. I stopped doing it because it was cursed, bro. It was cursed. Like, I had Max Griffin over Alex Moreno, and Max Griffin commented on it like, bro, let's go. And this is when I first started out. I'm like, fuck yeah, Max Payne Griffin. He gets dropped like 3 times, loses the decision. I couldn't win one, bro. So props to you for sticking it out. Most cowards will delete it. I never said that,
True.
Right? And then we got a lot of the people that are like, I can't believe you bet so-and-so.
Yeah.
Why did?
Happens all the time. And it's crazy because, for one, it just always feels like whenever you put out a public play, you'd be like, this is my bet. I'm going to bet on it. It just never fucking hits. It's like it's always cursed, you know?
Yeah.
This year I started doing stuff for CBS.
Yeah.
And it's kind of weird, right? It's kind of weird. They give you like a list of like bets that they want. Mm-hmm. So, you know, even if I'm not going to bet on this fight, like I got to provide a bet, right? I got to provide a bet because that's what they want. But I know if whatever bet I say, it's going to lose, man.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what the fuck I say. If I throw out a minus 300 favorite, they're losing, bro. They're losing.
Fucking curse, bro.
It's like the CBS.
It is what it is. You know what I mean? You know, it's the part of the, because if you win every time, it'd be boring, right? You got to take some L's on the road. You got to get humbled a little bit. But I used to do that. I used to do the show VSIN, VSIN or something. It's the Vegas. Yeah. They have their own studio in Circa Hotel or whatever. And the producer was really friendly with me. I did the show with this guy, Dave Ross, 10 times. And they would send me 3 things like, hey, these are the fights we want to talk about. Pick a bet from these 3 fights. And it's like, oh, but my best bet I want to talk about is way down here. Yeah. So you got to pivot, when it's radio or TV or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I get you, man. But listen, that's the game we play. That's the game I love.
It is. Know what I mean? It is. The highs and the lows. Well, my empty the clip went down in pretty disgusting fashion.
We'll get them next time.
I actually, funny story. All right. So I'm having a terrible night, right?
Sure.
2026 has not started well for me from a betting angle, right? And Lockup, he was in the chat the other week. I don't know if you remember him, but he texts me all the time. What are the bets on Saturday and everything? And it was right before the main event, and I'm already down a lot, right? And I have one bet left. It's the fight to go the distance in the main event.
Yeah.
And he asked me, what's the bet for the main event? And I said, dude, don't ask me, dude. I'm having a bad night. Don't ask me. And he's like, just tell me a bet. Yeah. And I said, just play the fight to not go the distance. It will hit. When my actual bet was the fight to go the distance.
Yeah.
And he said, bet. And he sent me a screenshot of the fight. He bet the fight to go the distance.
Oh no.
He was fading me of what I told him, but I was fading myself of what my initial bet was.
Sure.
So he lost too. I'm like, dude, I told you it was gonna hit. I had the bet on the fight to go the distance. So yeah, I mean, fucking Fluffy folded in round 3.
Weird game plan. I mean, props to Sean. Sean shut him down. And then Fluffy just it was almost like I know Sean's takedown defense is good, but it's also Fluffy didn't really initiate it too much, right? It looked like he was happy standing on them for at least a little bit. Yeah. But that body we gotta do something with. I mean, he took some clean shots to the head that were clean, but that knee to the body sent everything over. And that's several times now he's been hurt to the body. He's been finished at least twice. Yeah, so we got to work on that. Matt Brown had the same issue. Matt Brown got hurt to the body. You could hit that dude in the fucking head with a bat. He's good, but the body shots. Donald Cerrone, same thing. Cerrone got hurt to the body quite a bit. I don't know how you fix that. That's obviously something that it's either a mental thing or you got to go and Manny Pacquiao used to take those wood things and fucking tap his stomach a million fucking times. I mean, I don't know if that works. Got to do something though, because that's obviously people are going to be gunning for that. If you get finished by Sean Strickland, who's got pillow hands, we got to figure something out with that body stuff there, Fluff.
Strickland looked like he was hunting though.
He's on point. Yeah, he was fearless in that fight. He was on point for sure.
Different type of energy in that one.
And I love the call out. He called Chimaev a little Chechen whore, which I love. I have very strong opinions on Chimaev. Most of them are pretty negative, and I don't agree with Sean Strickland pretty much about anything, but I loved when he called Chimaev a Chechen little whore. I thought that was great. They obviously have history from training in Vegas and whatnot, and my guy Chris Curtis, I mean, listen, Sean's already said it. Chimaev would go in the gym, and Sean runs practice. Eric Nixick's the coach, but Sean runs practice. And say what you will about Sean with all these sparring videos or whatever, he takes care of the guys who aren't really, they're 3-0 in their MMA career. He's not going to let that guy go with Chimaev. He's like, that's crazy. Because Chimaev goes hard. He's like, I'm going to protect this guy. But Chimaev only wanted guys like that. What are you? Oh, 4-0 amateur? All right, we're going to do some. And then he kills him. And it's like, well, who's that helping? So that's where the beef all started. And obviously now Chimaev is in the weight class. Before that was when Chimaev was at 170. And I think that's a good White House fight. I heard Yuri Chimaev for the vacant 205. That means Pereira's going to heavyweight. No. And I like Dana. Dana's like, hey, you got to defend your belt at 185 first. Yeah. And who else is there at 185 right now besides a guy like Sean Strickland, who we have beef with, right?
I think they should make it. They should make that fight. It'd be one of the biggest fights that they can make, honestly.
And Sean Strickland is Mr. America, kind of, right? He's at least a section of America, but he's a proud American. And fighting on the White House like that, that'd be fucking huge for him, right? I mean, I don't think it'd be the main event,
Yeah.
but
I don't think they would put it on the White House, but I think they should just make it in
I think
general.
they should make it too.
Yeah. Another funny story, quick one. I'll make it quick. So I texted Eric Nixick early in the week last week, and I was like, "You're cornering Strickland, like, right?" Like, just asking him because I didn't know based on last fight.
Because they had that little beef.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said, "Yeah, I'm cornering Puna, Dan Ige, and Strickland this Saturday." And I was like, they were all dogs. And I was like, damn, that actually that would be a nice parlay. Eric Nixick parlay. Like, I actually thought, all three dogs were pretty live.
Yeah.
The only one I bet on is Dan Ige.
Really?
Dude, like, what the fuck, dude?
I hit nice on Puna. I was confident in Puna. I hit Puna. I hit him by decision. When he was wobbling Brahma, I was like, oh, please no. Because Puna can crack. But Puna's cardio, man, well improved. Getting out of 170s really obviously elevated that dude's cardio. Much, much improved cardio out of Puna.
3-punch parlay did not make it past the first leg.
Who was that first leg, though, Head?
Well, no, the first leg of the night was Trent fight to not go the distance. But BP did hit the only leg.
Yeah, it did.
Lobozioni. I mean, that's
Lobozioni.
You should just fade Phil Rowe at any price at this point.
100%.
Not going to do anything for 15 minutes. Actually,
I don't like him.
He won't do anything for 14 minutes and 50 seconds. But that last 10 seconds, he'll is going to go for it, man.
That third round, he'll come at you. Yeah,
he will go for it.
He is a PFL fighter. He is a bare knuckle fighter waiting to happen. He is not a UFC level guy. And Lobozioni, I think, has a lot of talent. He grew up in MMA. He loves the sport. You know what I mean? This is all he's wanted to do. Obviously, there's a lot of work that needs to be done with Lobozioni, but I liked when he went to the ground. He was rushing things, but he was trying to finish the fight, landed some good elbows. There's some good stuff in Lobozioni. And yeah, Phil Rowe's done. Like, get him out of the UFC. I think the guy's an asshole. PFL, you go.
I think John Paul looked good. And did you see Phil Rowe's Instagram post?
I did not. No, I don't. I used to follow him, and then I stopped because he's such a prick.
Dude,
was he whining?
No, he wasn't really whining. He was just like saying that in his entire career, he's never been like cut. He's never been bloodied up. Like, basically gloating that like he's never been like hurt in the cage, and that like he felt like he did enough that fight, but just didn't get the nod. I was like, dude, how the fuck? Like, how? I don't understand.
It's the Marvin Vittori ego these guys carry. It's delusional at times. It's wild. I've seen him interact with people just on video, like other fighters and other people, and people I know have met him, and they all say the same thing. The guy's a fucking first class asshole. He thinks he's better than everybody. Right. And then he can't take a loss like that. Clear as day loss.
Yeah. I don't even think it should have been a split. Like,
no.
I don't think there was any way that Phil Rowe should have gotten his hand raised. Let me pull it up real quick. 9 fights in the UFC. I've never had a busted lip, black eye, cut, or seen my own blood. Thought we would have got the nod on this one. I was waiting for the kill shot and didn't have enough urgency. This game is brutal, but I'm equipped to be here. We keep going. So he was waiting for the kill shot and didn't have enough urgency. That is literally every single UFC fight that you've ever had that you've lost, right?
What are we doing? Like, that's just like, somebody's got, like, I see Eric Nixick likes it or whatever. Eric's just probably supporting this guy, but those 3,000 other people that are liking it, like, what are we doing?
No, these comments, dude, like, if any of these guys he knows in real life, they're fucking.
I saw energy. Like, a lot of fighters gonna rally around them, be like, "Yeah, I know how it feels in there." Other fighters gonna support other fighters, but like,
these are all yes men.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Are we serious right now?
You got one guy just commented, "My dog," like, yeah.
One more round, he would have been out of there. What the?
Okay, great. You knew going in it was 3 rounds.
Are you serious?
But yeah, the one dude was just like, "My dog."
Gangsta, bro, always fun. I mean, come on.
One guy was like,
there's one guy, top shelf _ John. There we go. You started too late. You wasted round 1. He won round 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Urgency from the start. I mean, that's what everybody should tell him after
It's always the slow
we should have
start.
known this. He should have known this years ago. But
yeah, it's like Cheeto. When Cheeto loses a decision too, he gets all upset. It's like, bro, you give the first round away every time. And we'll talk about him later, but it's like
can't help stupid, man.
Fucking get on it.
Sicko parlay.
Brutal week for your boy.
Zero legs. I mean, I'm with you, BP. I also went over on the Sicko parlay. So, yeah. In a night where there's not a lot of finishes, and I'm betting a couple of finishes. It's just not going to be good. So, yeah. I mean, we're both 0-4 on the Sicko. 3-punch parlays now 1-3. Still profitable. Still profitable,
baby.
And then the empty the clips were 1-1, but
you're 2-2. I'm 1-3, right? Empty the clips.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get one this week. Know it, feel it, good about it.
All right, we'll have those segments at the end of the show. I'm gonna hit these chats before we hop into the breakdown here. We're almost 20 minutes in. My bad, y'all. I'm dumb, but I mean well.
Oh, he's talking about his law. He texted. All right, Trent, don't beat yourself up, buddy.
Big Gun also back on the show. I mean, he's always on the show.
Well, listen, this is our show now, bro. It's the BigJive Show now.
Definitely a good guy.
JPL. I've heard he's a good dude.
Yeah,
he was on the Anakin Flooring. I haven't watched it yet.
He seems like a good guy.
Yeah.
Big Gun probably can't see his gun.
Is that talking about my penis? Is that like a fat joke about my penis? Because let me tell you something. I'm looking at my ankles right now, which means I can look at my dick, bro. So, we're all right.
Best show, brother.
Best show. Let's go.
All right, let's hop into the breakdown.
Do it.
First fight of the night. We got Damian Pinas coming in at -245, taking on Wes Schultz out of Wisconsin, sitting out of the +210 dog. Wes Schultz, 8-2 in his professional career, picks up a win on the Contender Series via Suloyev stretch in his second outing. Damian Pinas gets a round 1 KO against Vitor Costa. He is undefeated, but he does have one DQ loss where he hit the guy with an illegal up kick. And if you watch that one, it looked like the guy was kind of baiting him to do it. And then he kind of sold it. You remember Adolfo Bellato getting.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, dude. That was what? And then, I'm out.
Yeah, by Fall Greg.
Yeah.
The dude looked at him. He went to a knee. And then Pinas kind of hit him in the face with his foot. And he flopped hard. And then they gave him the DQ win. So Pinas 7-0 to the KO, 1 submission win. I believe I think 7 of his 8 wins are in for the first round. So the guy is dangerous, and he's coming in here as a big favorite. BP, what do you think, brother?
Yeah, this is interesting because I when I first capped this fight, I've not been impressed with Wes Schultz. He's obviously had 2 runs on the Contenders. Finally got a shot in the UFC. First run against Abdul Malik, which we're going to give him a pass. He's a freak. Last time out, he fought kind of a bum, though, right? And Wes Schultz is a guy who is committed to the game, likes the submission game, likes his takedown game. His stand-up's really not there, wants to shoot on you. Then you got Pinas, this guy's coming in. He's from Aruba, right? Super athletic kid, big power, explosive, wild in there. Obviously, you want to lean towards Pinas getting a knockout, right? That's what you're saying. But you're like, wait a second, what's his ground game look like? His only loss is from a legal kick. What is the ground game looking like? Wes Schultz will shoot, and he will shoot, and he will keep fucking shooting. He's from Wisconsin, which is a pretty good state when you're wrestling. Whoa, bro. What?
Did you say Wisconsin?
Yeah, well, how do you say it, bro?
Bro, it's an I, not an E.
Wisconsin?
Wisconsin. Come on.
My bad, dude. I'm not from Kenosha. I'm not from fucking, all your weird city names up there, bro. Anyway, from Wes, that's probably what it was. His name's Wes, bro. Wes from Wisconsin. I was doing a play on names, clearly hilarious.
He has a lisp, right? Have you ever heard him talk?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He has a lisp.
Yeah.
And so my wife's friend actually knows this guy from a party. His nickname's Party Time.
Well, look at the hair, bro.
And he went to UW La Crosse. That's a huge party school.
Yeah.
And he was a wrestler there. And he has a lisp, right? So when he's out partying and he's drunk, his lisp probably comes out even harder, right?
Yeah.
And they called him Wes the Westler.
Wes the Westler.
Westler.
Hey, listen, he's in the UFC now, though.
So
Shout out Wes the West. Listen, that's what it's going to come down to. It's going to come down to the wrestling. I'm going to go Panas here. I'm going to go the favorite. I'm going to go the explosive, more dynamic guy. Although I would like to take maybe a poke at Schultz by sub, because I think that'd be very interesting. Because again, I really think if he gets to the ground, Panas maybe he has like the Derek Lewis, I'm going to stand the fuck up. That might work because you're athletic, but is it going to work the second or third time when this dude jumps your back and gets you a submission, rear naked choke, what have you? The money line pick is Panas, but maybe come Saturday, I'm feeling a little frisky. Maybe I'm eating a little cheese curds and I want to go with the Wisconsin boy. Yeah, we'll see if that juice is worth the squeeze once we get there.
Yeah, I think the Westler could maybe get an early submission, man.
Plus 425 on Bet365. So that's not bad. That's not bad. I'm gonna write that down.
I think the sub is definitely playable, but I think if he doesn't get an early sub, I think he's kind of cooked. I think Pinas on the feet is just levels above him. This guy's got crazy power, and he's super accurate, man. His punches, he's not one of these guys that's like going to run at you and throw wild hooks. Like, he is setting up his punches. The knockout he had in the Contender Series was like a perfect right hand to the ear and just folded him. And I don't think Wes is going to be able to strike with him for very long. And I was listening to him talk, and it was entertaining. But he said he knows, like, he's got to get this guy down. So he's probably going to come out, shoot a takedown within the first 30 seconds. And he could definitely get it. Like, Pinas' takedown defense on the regional scene does not look good. Like, it doesn't look very good. But
he's athletic, so it saves him. But you're right. Yeah. Technically,
it doesn't look good. So, like, I'm not laying minus 245 because he could easily just get taken down, get subbed, and then you just laid a massive price tag. I don't even know if I would play his KO either, because if the fight extends, I don't know that Pinas' cardio is going to be good. I already know Wes Schultz's cardio is not good. I don't think this guy really has much left in the tank after like 7.5 minutes. And those are fights not at elevation either. I think he's been in Mexico for a couple weeks, so he'll be acclimated, but I don't think his cardio is going to be amazing. Like, sneakily, if this fight does get into like round 2, I could maybe see it going the distance to where, Wes is maybe getting him down and holding him down, but not really doing anything. So overall, I think it's kind of a dog or pass, like money line perspective. Early KO from Pinas, like round 1, or a early sub for Schultz, maybe a fight to go the distance at big plus money, because if these guys both gas, like, they might just coast to the decision, both in the UFC debut as well.
And they don't have enough fights yet to know how to fight gas, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Only 10 fights and 9 fights. They're not experienced enough to know how to fight gas.
Our lacrosse brother, Wes Schultz. Yep. UW lacrosse, D3 wrestler.
Wesley Schultz.
Did my wife go to lacrosse? No. My wife and I both went to UW Whitewater.
So there's a lot of UWs. University, the main one, the football team, that's Madison, right?
Yeah, that's D1. Yeah. The other ones are D3.
Gotcha.
Card is so hard to bet because all the absurd faves. Yeah.
Correct. Correct.
What up, boys? BigJive, big gun. Let's go. Jello shots at a sorority? No, I did not leave my wife taking Jello shots at a sorority party. I'm uneducated scum, but live right by UW lacrosse. I've been out in UW lacrosse, or I've been out in lacrosse a couple times, and let me tell you, that is a fun party school. I've had some good times in lacrosse. I know for a fact Wes Schultz has had some great times in lacrosse.
I mean, I can tell, bro. I can just tell this guy, he's fucked before. You know what I mean?
I think I remember walking past like the wrestler house in lacrosse. This was, I'm a little bit younger than Wes, so Wes probably wasn't there. But yeah, them boys like to party. I was hoping to see Wes's cardio in his last Dana White Contender Series fight after his first fight in Dana White Contender Series. It's nice to know which guys have a habit of burning a small tank on full speed. Trin, I would have liked to as well. And it kind of made me, Wes trains at Pura Vida BJJ in Milwaukee. And if you remember Nick Klein,
yeah,
kind of fights similar to him. Like he's gonna sell out for that takedown, looking for the sub early, and if he doesn't get it, like he's gonna be a little bit gassed. So we'll see how this one goes. But dog or pass. Let's move on. Lightweight bout. We got Eric Silva coming back after a long layoff, sitting at plus 525. Francis Marshall comes in as a minus 725 price tag. Francis Marshall 2-3 in the UFC and still a minus 725 favorite here. Eric Silva 0-2 gets submitted by TJ Brown in round 3, then fights Muhammad Naimov, goes down with an injury in round 1 and hasn't fought since. That was 2 years ago. And now he's 38 years of age. I didn't think this guy was on the roster still. I had completely forgotten about him, but they're bringing him back. And I mean, it's not like they really care about the guy anymore. It's not like this guy is like ever going to be anything. So I guess they had a fight left on his contract or something.
100%.
He got signed off the Contender Series. And Francis Marshall seems like he should be able to come in here and get an easy W. But I will say this about Eric Silva. He will go for it early. He will sell out for that takedown, and he will look to get you out of there. So if you're not on your P's and Q's early, he can maybe finish you. You know, he's got some nasty ground and pound on top. His submission game is decent. But after that, I think he kind of falls apart. So Francis Marshall, obviously going to be the pick. But do you have any betting angle here, BP?
Yeah, I think Francis Marshall's going to get a finish here. I know he's a decision machine. You know, he was with Kurt Pellegrino for many years out there in New Jersey. I believe he's in Florida now. He's getting some better training partners. And, you know, he was robbed in that fight against Marion Santos, in my opinion. But I think he's going to finish Silva here. Silva coming off an injury, old, 2 years off. When you're already injured, old, leads me to believe the injury recovery didn't go well. You don't make a ton of money in the UFC yet, so the injury recovery probably was slow because it cost a lot of money. I just don't think you're the same fighter. And this is absolutely, UFC signed him off the Contenders. They gave him 3 fights. They contact him. Hey, you willing to fight? Yeah, I'm going to still fight. I'm a little banged up right now. So to delay it, this is his fight he gets against Francis Marshall in Mexico City at elevation. You're right. He goes for it within the first minute, 2 minutes. But I think Marshall's better everywhere. Really, I think Marshall is he doesn't have the biggest KOs in the world, and his submissions, I think, are pretty routine. But when he gets position on you, I think it's going to be a problem, considering I think he has really good cardio as well. He's tough, and he's learning. He's still a young guy with a new camp, with new tools and weapons down there. Coming from a jiu-jitsu background, I like him to probably finish this in the end of the first round or maybe second. I feel like if Silva gets tired, he might not want to go to a second. He's like, this Mexico City air is not for me, bro. I like Francis Marshall by finish. How he gets it done, submission or KO, you can maybe double chance that. You can play fight within, doesn't go to decision. Shim that number down to minus 725 because it is hefty. It is a hefty boy. But yeah, I'm all over Francis Marshall. I mean, this could be a lock of all locks, but you can't give out a lock minus 725. You'll be a complete asshole. So you can't. But I think Francis Marshall runs through this guy and gets a finish.
So he's not your empty the clip this week?
He is not. He is not. Trust me. He was going to be. But that's a little too high for you, boy.
Yeah, I mean, the sub for Marshall is like plus 115.
I like that.
The KO is plus 290. So I don't know, man.
I can see him TKO him on the ground, right? Getting position and just hammering him down, and Silva not moving because he doesn't want to.
He doesn't have a submission in the UFC, so like it's kind of tough to say he's just going to go in there and sub him. Like I feel like the KO might be okay.
Yeah,
plus 290, but either way, I think this is probably just a pass for me. Like I probably just want no part of this. Maybe an under, but even then, like I don't know that Marshall is some potent finisher, man. You know?
He's not. That's I think that less of Eric Silva coming in here.
Yeah.
Off a leg injury at 38. Yeah, dude. I think Marshall's gonna definitely kick that leg, see how it is. You know, get off the ground because Silva maybe will get a takedown in the beginning, and then once he gets up, I think Silva's gonna be. He's got some problems.
Agreed. Yes, I went to Oktoberfest once. Great times.
You know, Cincinnati is the biggest Oktoberfest in the world outside of Germany.
Really?
Yeah, we have a lot of German transplants that live in Cincinnati. Yeah, they're in Columbus as well. But yeah, outside of Germany, we have the biggest Oktoberfest. It's in, obviously, October. We used to have several, when I was drinking, several German-themed bars as well. It was a big deal.
Can you verify that?
Someone in the chat verify that, because I'm pretty sure I'm right.
Largest, yes. Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Oktoberfest Cincinnati, Ohio.
Yeah.
700,000 to 800,000 visitors annually.
Bro, it's a big deal.
Shit.
It's a big deal. I know.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's a big deal. I haven't been in years, but it was a good time when I went. I mean, I'm not a huge German food guy, but the ladies were out, and all you need is 1 pint of German beer, and I got drunk, so it was good.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a big deal, dude.
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
That's a real place?
Nah. I mean, it's just downtown Cincinnati. They just nickname it that because I guess that sounds more German or whatever. There's signs and shit everywhere. They close downtown Cincinnati for the whole weekend. It's nuts.
Lacrosse Oktoberfest is number 10.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I figure you guys be up there. Yeah, the Midwest loves their Oktoberfest.
It's big. All right, let's keep her moving. We got a short notice step-in. Catchweight bout. Regina Taryn coming in at plus 150, taking on Ernesta Kirikate. Kirikate comes back at minus 180. Regina stepping in for Sofia Montenegro. BP, did you see why she had to pull out?
I saw on Twitter, the last thing I saw was unknown reasons. Do you have the actual reason?
I should maybe verify it. But the one thing I did see was gynecological bleeding.
Ish. So a heavy period. Yeah. Real heavy flow state.
Gross, sure. For one. Yeah, I mean, I've never seen that, to be honest. But
hey, listen, I don't have a vagina. I don't know what it's like. Shout out to women that deal with that shit. If I had to bleed out of my dick or balls once a month, I would be a fucking nightmare, dude.
I would too.
Are you kidding me? My wife gets a little agitated, rightfully so, dude. Jesus Christ.
Hey, if any male fighter started bleeding out of his dick, they would pull out too.
Sorry if you hear that. I have told my stepfather numerous times that I'm recording a podcast, and he literally decides to FaceTime me. I'm gonna yell at him right now.
Got to get him on the pod.
You don't want. He's so long-winded. Hello. Oh yeah, I remember when they started the podcast back in 2000. Shut up, dude.
Are you gonna take care of it, or is he coming?
No,
up?
I'm texting him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm telling him to go. I'm telling him to go eat his own butt. And don't call me.
Go eat his own butt.
This is literally exactly what I said. Yes, no. So listen, I know men joke about periods and stuff like that. Trust me, I tell my wife all the time. I can't even imagine going through, let alone childbirth, like what my wife had to go through to push out those 2 fucking giant head children of mine. Oh my goodness.
Wait,
new appreciation for women all over the place.
Dixon says they're actually leaving early for their honeymoon to Cancun. Don't believe the menstrual rumors.
Oh,
she's safe and sound with Dixon.
Me. All right, well, Dixon, take care of her, please, dude. I mean, she's missing out on a paycheck, but that's good that she's in good hands. I respect that.
Well, either way, Regina Taryn stepping in for Sofia Montenegro. And oddly enough, Regina Taryn was supposed to fight on the Contender Series against Yesla Chavez. You know who stepped in for her? Sofia Montenegro.
Look at that.
So they're pulling the old switcheroo. She's 7-0, 21 years of age. And clearly, she's gotten some respect from the social media audience. Pretty solid following on Instagram. And she's actually coming off of a audition for WWE.
Yes.
Like a little bit ago. So yeah, she's definitely one of these fighters that the UFC is going to keep their eye on. But she's a decent fighter. When I was watching her, I wasn't really thinking like she's going to be amazing, but she's 21. It looks like she's improving. If you watch some of her older fights, she doesn't look very good, but it seems like she's improving. And coming in here on short notice in Mexico, I mean, what else could you want? You get to make your debut in Mexico as the Mexican fighter. On the other hand, Ernesta Kirikate, 1-1 in the UFC, 1 loss to Gianni Barbosa and a split decision win against Nicole Cagliari. She had one of the best fights in Contender Series history against Carly Judice, where she won by split decision as well. So a win over Carly Judice looks pretty good on your record at this point. But in this matchup, Is she going to pull away? Because a split decision against Carla Judice, a split decision against Nicole Cagliari, I'm pretty sure all four, all four of her decision wins are split decisions. So, I mean, this girl does not really separate herself. And she's a minus 180 favorite taking on the 7-0 prospect that I'm sure the UFC would probably love to get a W here. What do you think, BB?
I love Ernesta in this spot. I'm so glad the number is that low. Her striking's clean, guys. Like, regardless of what you think, if she won or not, that Carla Judice fight, we've seen Judice in the UFC compete with some real high-level women and have elite striking. Ernesta's got striking. She's good. She had one slip up in the Barboza fight, which, you know, it can happen when you rise in the career. Obviously, her weakness would be get this girl to the ground, take her down. I don't think she has the most overwhelming power in the world, but I think she puts punches together really, really well. Now you got Regina coming in on short notice. She's fought a couple girls that used to work at Sephora, you know, down there in Mexico. And, you know, I hate, you know, I'm going to get some shit for this because I know there is a lot of crossover fans, but I hate the fact that, you know, she tried out for the WWE. Like, what do you want to be? Do you want to be a wrestler? You want to be a fighter, right?
I don't like that.
There was a local girl, I can't remember her name now. She was on the Ultimate Fighter, Ronda Rousey. She worshipped Ronda Rousey, kept being a fighter, was never made, I think maybe made it to UFC, don't really know. She's from Northern Kentucky, and then now she's a wrestler. They all follow Ronda the rest. It's like, what do you want to be, right? I want a fighter in this spot. I don't want a girl who's got a nice ass that's on Instagram that a lot of people like looking at. No knock on that. You know, I respect that. But why are you trying out for the WWE and then you want to be a fighter as well? Don't like that. What, you're going to hit your finishing move on Ernesta and it's not going to work because it's not real fucking life, right? What are you going to do? I like Ernesta here big. I thought this would be a bigger number. I'm going to bet her right now at minus 180 if that's available for me on Bet365. I think she's going to get it done. I can see a finish. Unlikely though, but her striking is very good. I think her striking is crispy, lacks power. And I thought she's fought the better competition, Regina. I taped her today, Regina Germany, and watched some of her fights, and I just think she's average. You know, very, very average. Cool. Get a call up. Maybe you'll be a big star. Maybe you'll be the next Paige Van Zandt for Mexico. I encourage you that. But, you know, the wrestling stuff, when I saw that, I'm out. I'm out on her. Can't back her. Won't do it. Won't do it. Give me Ernesta.
So you watched tape on Regina?
I did. And I know what you're about to say, but go ahead and say it anyway.
You saw the boob.
I saw the boob. Yeah. Yeah. The titty came out.
Yeah, that was crazy.
The titty came out.
They couldn't edit that out. Combate Global. Come on.
Bro, that's why they're getting the clicks. You know, yeah, hold on. Trent's got her. I was looking the girl up. Jessamine Duke. She was from Northern Kentucky. Tall, skinny girl. I saw her fight as an amateur. She was the one that followed. And so did Shayna Baszler. The chat was saying it as well. They followed her both Ronda to WWE, right? And then before they did that, they still competed in MMA. And their MMA career just fell apart. And it's like, that I get the same vibes from this girl. Like, what do you want to be? You want to be an entertainer, right? You want a fake fight? You want a real fight? What are we doing here?
Yeah, I mean, I think I gotta go Karikate for the pick. She should win, man. She should win. My worry would be if she does get taken down. But
sure.
I don't know that Terran's gonna be able to take her down. All I really saw was like a clinch trip takedown. That's pretty much all she had in the wrestling department.
The head and arm that all the ladies got.
Yeah, the normal women's MMA takedown special. But yeah, give me Karikate to get it done. Moving on, featherweight bout here. We got Douglas Silva de Andrade going up a weight class at 40 years of age. Comes in as a plus 185 underdog. Taking on Javier Reyes, sit at minus 215, making his UFC debut out of Colombia. He's 32 years of age, 22-5 professional record. So a lot of professional experience under his belt. He is going to be 3 inches taller than Douglas Silva de Andrade and have a little bit of a reach advantage as well. This man, Douglas Silva de Andrade, man. I mean, this guy, we talked about the muscle hamster last week and Josiah Harrell, but this has been my muscle hamster since the day I laid eyes on him, man.
Yeah.
This guy looks like just juice to the gills.
Yeah.
Now that he's 40, it looks even crazier because it's like, dude, you're past unk status. Like, unk status was when you were like 33. And now you're 40 and still shredded to the bone. My problem is this dude, I can't find his Instagram. I don't know what this guy looks like. I don't know what he's up to. So I don't know if this guy is still in good shape
Right.
But the last thing that I remember from this guy was the Miles Johns fight,
Mm-hmm.
where he he looked shredded like he always does, but he had a shaved head.
Yeah.
And it looked disgusting, man. He looked like not the muscle hamster, he looked like the naked mole rat on
Sure.
steroids.
Sure.
And he did like nothing in that fight. He did nothing. And then apparently it came out, and I'm probably gonna have to double check this because I might be thinking about somebody else, but it came out that he took the fight because he had to pay for his grandma's wheelchair.
Okay.
So and
Yeah.
now he's coming back like a year and a half later, a little bit more. I think it's like
It's
a
an
year,
expensive ass wheelchair, bro.
year and 8 months. And he's definitely just coming back for paychecks now, because like I look at this matchup and I'm thinking Silva de Andrade at plus 185 against this guy, Javier Reyes. I don't think Javier Reyes is good.
No.
I don't think he's good. If Andrade gives a fuck, he should definitely win. He should definitely win. But does he give a fuck? I don't know. So maybe I got to see what he looks like at weigh-ins, feel out the vibes. But I'm kind of leaning towards like a dog shot.
Sure.
I think it's a dog or pass situation. But what do you think, BP?
Yeah, I felt the same way when I first looked into this. I'm like, oh, Silva Andrade. I mean, the guy knocks people out that he's supposed to knock out. He loses to the higher ranked guys. Yes, he's 40, coming up in weight. But the more you think about it, like, wait a second, he hasn't fought in a while. He is 40. I didn't think about the wheelchair things you just said that, but it's like, what is he coming back for? And the fact that he's coming back at featherweight, is that like, hey, listen, I'm 40, I can't cut the weight anymore, but I still want to be active? Or is it, I don't give a fuck. I'm not cutting no extra 10 pounds. Let me get up and fight 45, whoever. They give him a good opponent in my eyes. Javier Reyes, you look at tape on him, he's very wild. Very, very wild. He's wild in the Contender Series, fought kind of a bum on the Contender Series. And I think the power, though, that he has on the unorthodox and the fact that he just goes forward as well. Like, this dude doesn't take a step back. He's going forward. He could run into something, Andrade. But I think after the first round, Andrade is going to slow. He's going to be gun-shy like he was in the Miles Johns fight. And I think Reyes is just going to piece him apart. If Andrade was smart, he would obviously go out there super aggressive in the first round, maintain your gas tank, and then take him down. And then Dixon Sider just said in the chat, he trains at Colombia, which is higher elevation than Mexico City. Javier Reyes is. That's why he can move forward and do the things that he does. Is it the prettiest thing to look at? No, it's not. But it's going to get the job done against a 40-year-old man coming up in weight. So as much as I hate Reyes at minus 215, and I don't think he's going to have many UFC wins, the fact, and especially that he's 32, I'm good to go Reyes. I'm going to go Reyes. I hate it, but I'm going to go Reyes. Just because I don't like Andrade coming up 48, age 40, coming up, fighting a high elevation. He's got one round in him, and that's it. And then I think Reyes is just going to, put a beating on him. I don't know if we're getting a finish here or not, but I like Reyes.
Yeah. Dixon's talking about him coming off the suspension, which is true. It was diuretic used to cut weight, not an anabolic steroid. So
a lot of times those diuretics are masking a fucking actual steroid.
Probably.
So they're like, hey, if I get caught, I'll be like, the weight cut was tough. That's why they can always use the dick pill excuse, because a lot of steroid stuff is found in dick pills. Oh, I was on dick pills. Anderson Silva's got like 14 children, right? And he's in his prime. I was on dick pills. Nah. Really? Dick pills? You got fuck all the kids. What do you mean? So same with John Jones. John Jones, you're banging hookers every weekend. And then you got a lady at home that you're probably taking care of. You got 3 kids. You're on dick pills too, bro? Come on. But that's just a way they can hide it. And so they don't have to admit that they took steroids, like actual real steroids.
So I had the grandma wheelchair situation wrong.
Who was the wheelchair guy?
It was him. It was him.
Okay,
it was his mom. He needed to buy his mom a new wheelchair, but that was back in 2022.
Okay, so the wheelchair has been purchased.
Yes, the wheelchair has been purchased. I believe he got a bonus for that win.
Good for that. Yeah.
But I'm sure she might need a new wheelchair. It's been like 4 years. So
yeah, I got towards the end of my mom's life, I bought a wheelchair, and it was only a couple $100. So I'm not sure how much they are in Brazil. If she needed like a motorized one or something, I mean, that's obviously different.
Maybe.
But, I was just pushing my mom around. It was, just a couple $100. I mean, it wasn't the Cadillac, but it wasn't a fucking, Ford Focus. It was an okay wheelchair.
Well, she's got it now. She might need another one.
Yeah.
Silva de Andrade could be live if he gives a fuck, you know.
Right.
It just kind of comes down to that because Reyes, I don't think he's very good. And I think his biggest edge in this one is going to be the cardio.
Yeah.
And that he wants to get wins in the UFC. He's young in his UFC career. Motivation level's different, but I wouldn't be shocked if Silva de Andrade touches that chin and he goes down.
It could happen. Yeah, for sure.
Moving on, bantamweight bout here. We got Christian Quinones coming in at -700, taking on Chris Moutinho at +500. Moutinho now 0-3 in the UFC since coming back, coming off the knockout loss to Malcolm Wellmaker. I was there in attendance. He went night-night, went snooze. It was a brutal one. Quinones, long layoff. Last time he fought was 2 years ago when he fought Raoni Barcelos. And he was arguably up 2 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Then he got his back taken in round 3. He gets choked out. So now he's 1-2 in the UFC. They need this guy to win because he's one of the Mexican boys. You know,
Right.
They're struggling for that Mexican talent. And he's still 29. So it's not like he's 35. Like they still got a few years to use him on these Mexican cards. So they gave him Chris Moutinho. And they're hoping he gets a W. This is the battle of the worst chest tattoos I've ever fucking seen.
Yeah.
I mean, those are just disgusting.
They're not good.
They're
Moutinho's is way too small. And Quinones is like, what's the color palette? I don't even know what it is, bro.
I mean, Moutinho looks like a fucking first grader drew it.
Yeah.
And Quinones is like, why do you have a red deer head?
Oh, that's what
across
that is. Okay.
your chest with like 2 tattoos behind it. And then he's got the neck tat, the gross neck tat too. Like, wow. That's some bad stuff, man. That's some bad stuff. I know Jamal Hill's is bad, but his is at least like a not as much work. You know,
funny. Like this, like Moutinho sat down and like talked with an artist about this, and they made it. The one thing I had about, if you're gonna get a chest tattoo, unless it's like one little thing, cover the fucking chest, bro. Like he like was like, this hurts too much. Let's shrink it down. I don't know what we're doing. Maybe he's gonna add more onto it. We'll see, but it's way too small.
It looks like they like stopped coloring it in. You know?
Well, he's the one to fight to get some money so he can afford to get. I mean, they're not cheap.
It's like he was going to come back for another session, but he just couldn't afford it, so he never went back.
100%. That's what it is.
I mean, what are we doing here, BP? I mean,
this is tough.
I mean, are you putting Quinones in parlays? No. What are you doing here, BP?
So I really don't like Christian Quinones. I think he's a fairly weak fighter. He does have some decent striking. He's aggressive or whatever. I mean, I get it. You know, he is a Mexican fighter who has some personality, who wants to go out there and perform. He has some exciting fights or whatever. And he has, obviously there is some talent there. I just don't think it's good, but I don't want to be the asshole to take Christian Quinones at -700, but I also really don't want to be the asshole who takes Chris Moutinho at +500. I mean, this dude got made famous for Sean O'Malley not knocking him out cold, dominating him. The fight got stopped, but he didn't knock him out cold. That what made him famous. And then he comes back and gets slapped by Guido Canetti, who was like 56 at the time. Like, brother, like, and then you come back, you fight Malcolm Wellmaker. Okay, Malcolm Wellmaker can put anybody out. I feel like they're both giving these guys like, hey, you're -700. You should fucking take this dude out in Mexico and become our star. Get on that microphone, rip a fucking great post fight, and we're good because you're exciting. And Moutinho, they're like, brother, this is your last shot. Because if you can't get by this guy and you get slept by this guy, we ain't got nothing for you. So I don't want to be the asshole that takes either of these guys, right? I see there are people out there who is going to pick Moutinho, and because it's a great number. Listen, if we're playing numbers, Moutinho, Christian Quinones shouldn't be -700 versus anybody, like versus anybody, right? And the fact that he is, I get it, Mexico City, whatever. I'm going to take Quinones. This is going to be the pass for me. I haven't passed really on any of the fights yet. I'm not going to touch. I mean, Quinones by knockout might be the most obvious choice here. But this is going to be just sit back and watch these two dudes do it. You know, ignore the phone for a little bit. Zoom in, not worry about bets or times and overs and see what happens. But, yeah, this is a bad fight. This is not great. This is not great. But Quinones, gun to my head, but minus 700 is such a joke. So Christian Quinones is the pick.
Did you know that Chris Moutinho beat Damon Blackshear?
Yeah. Dude, he's got some decent wins. Like when he got cut from UFC the first time, I kept seeing highlights on Twitter of him winning. And like, get Moutinho back. I'm like, dude, what?
After he got cut, he went 5-0.
Yeah, that's what every fight was like. Twitter was like, he was like the uncrowned champ.
They're really poor competition.
They're not great.
Not great. There's a couple of them that are like okay, but like most of them are pretty bad. My worry here for Moutinho is his chin might officially just be completely gone
that's good. Yeah.
Against O'Malley, he took a ton of punishment, but he was still standing. He was still coming forward. Against Guido Canetti, he didn't even get dropped. He just got TKO'd on the feet. So now coming off the Wellmaker KO, where he finally like went flat out cold, the chin might not hold up at all. But if it did against Quinones, like Moutinho has offense. Like he's not the worst fighter. Like he has the capabilities to pull together some offense. It's just that he has no defense. So you can hit him a bunch. So, he could Homer Simpson here, but I'm not really confident to say that he takes every punch that Quinones throws at him. And Quinones does have some nice power, some long, straight rights down the pipe that I think are probably going to hurt Moutinho. So it's probably Quinones early. But no chance I'm laying minus 700 on Quinones. Come on. And it's crazy part is like I build out my model for this week, right?
Yeah.
And it gives me like these tiers, right? So like if there's no value on it, it'll say pass. If there's like a slight lean, it'll say small. If there's a strong lean, it'll say lean. And then if there's like a really good difference between what I put the odds in or what my odds are compared to what the sportsbook's odds are, it'll say nuke. Wow. And the only one that said nuke this week was Chris Moutinho money line. And I think maybe I'm just giving him too much credit,
Bro, I'm writing that down because come Saturday,
well, it's like
seeing plus 500 and it's probably going to go up.
Yeah, well, I'm like not like nuke, like put like 10 units on it, but like
I'm out, brother. No.
The nuke is like there's a ton of value because I capped Quinones at like a minus 233 favorite. Yeah. But most of that is like early finishing equity. So I don't know, man.
Plus 500. Listen,
I have to fucking take a shot on Moutinho, dude. Like
$100, dude. $100. I hit that. Pays for this chair. We're good, babe. And you said nuke. You say the word nuke around me, bro. And you said you put it in your model and your program. I'm gonna play a nuke. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna fuck around. Maybe not $100. Maybe not a full shekel. But we'll play around with that for sure. I wrote that down, man.
I saw that was crazy odds. Where is it? Round 3 submission.
Okay.
Chris Moutinho.
Okay.
Plus 9,000. Quinones is coming off a round 3 submission loss.
He sure is.
And this dude can't defend a rear naked choke to save his life.
He sure can't. He's got that long neck, dude. That long fucking neck.
Long fucking neck.
And he's not in the gym grinding like he's fighting Honey Barcelos. He's going, I got Chris Moutinho. Yeah, give me that slice of pizza. I'll have another taco. I'll make weight. I'm fighting Chris Moutinho. Third round. Shit. Hey.
That's kind of what Moutinho has been doing on the regional scene too, is like cooking guys late. Just staying in their
that's his game. Yeah. Beat me up. I'll survive, and then I'll get you out late. That's his game.
Yeah. I'll just putting it out there. Moutinho, round 3 submission plus 9,000. Round 3 KOs plus 3,500.
We cover all the sides here, okay? Even though we both said good things about Quinones, and that's who we're probably picking. We're talking all the angles, babe. All the angles. And if you take that angle, ain't no worry. Who cares if you lose? What if you win, dude? I'll buy you a crown.
You put a tenth of a unit on that. You'd win 9 fucking units.
What are we doing? You know what we doing? That's what we doing.
That's crazy. We'll probably lose the 10th of a unit, but I mean, come on.
Yeah. Hey, what's that? Someone in the chat said, "Big Gun versus Derek Lewis at the White House." I would be honored. To be honored. It would last very quick. It would be very, very short. And I would accept the fight for a good amount of money. That was the one thing. Hold on, gonna be off track. When I first was training MMA, doing MMA, and all my friends knew about it, Brock Lesnar was the champion. You know, I'm old. And they're like, dude, you wouldn't fight Brock Lesnar. I'm like,
right.
If they paid me money and I got to fight in the UFC with zero experience, zero anything, yes, I would do. What am I going to lose to the champ? Who cares? I just, you know what I mean?
How much
People
would they
were like terrified? Like, no, there's no way. Of course I would. What are we talking about?
How much would they have to pay you?
Not that. Well, back then it would have been any amount of money. Nowadays, Derek Lewis, White House. It's on my daughter's birthday, so the price just went up. Let's go $56,000 because that's how much I owe on my house left. I owe $56,000. $56,000 on my house. I can pay my house off. $56K. I'll do it. Yeah, even 56. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck it. I don't give a fuck. Derek Lewis gonna knock me out. Oh
yeah.
well.
How about back in the day, the Brock Lesnar? How much?
Yeah, Brock Lesnar I would have done for like $5,000. No joke.
Yeah,
I mean, are you kidding me? Like, I would have. You get to fight in the UFC, and I get beat up by Brock. Fuck cares?
Fighter pay is the way it is. You know
exactly. I'm the problem. Yeah, you're right. You can point to me. I am definitely the problem. 100%. Yeah. I mean, but no, like literally back in the day, I mean.
Yeah, of course.
Not even a question. But people were they thought I was lying. It's like, I get to get beat up in the UFC. Who cares?
I don't know if there's anybody on this card outside the top 3 fights that are making 56,000.
It's true. Yeah. There's probably not. I mean, listen, Derek Lewis is probably making a cool 300 grand. It's the White House card. You know what I mean? I'll be the lowest paid fighter on the White House card. You know, I'll come out red, white, and blue shorts. Right, I'll talk shit to Derek Lewis at the press conference. You know what I mean? I'll do the whole thing, and then I'll get knocked out in a matter of seconds, and then I'll collect my paycheck. I'll pay my house off, and I'll be back here doing the podcast that Wednesday. Let's go.
BP better off at Zuffa Boxing.
Yeah,
true. You would make more money.
It would, yeah, make some more money.
Make it happen. Get that Conor Ben bag. All right, moving on. We got some more women's MMA. Let's see if BP knows chicks. Bantamweight bout. We got Eileen Perez coming in at -180, taking on Macy Chiasson, sitting at +155. Macy coming off back-to-back losses to Yana Santos and Ketlin Vieira. Eileen Perez on a 5-fight win streak since losing her UFC debut. And she's coming off a win against Carol Rosa as a big underdog. Now she steps in as the favorite, 6-0 to the decision. Macy Chiasson, 4-3 to the decision. So in a fight that's probably going to go to decision.
Yeah.
You think Eileen Perez stays undefeated, or is Macy Chiasson going to pull the upset?
I think she stays undefeated. You know, this is a fight I'm fairly confident in. You know, your boy does know chicks, right? Knows chicks very well. Chiasson was a girl after the Ultimate Fighter I was really high on. She had length, she had size. I'm like, dude, she's going to go to 45, which is a thin division. They obviously got rid of 45. But she's soft, man. She's soft in there. Her striking is good some fights. Other fights, she looks completely checked out. Perez is a woman who is going to get after it. I don't think she's skilled really everywhere, but she's a junkyard dog. She's going to close the distance. She'll beat you up in the clinch. She obviously wants to get the fight to the ground. She's on a 72% takedown defense, so it's a little bit harder to get to the ground, but she hasn't really fought someone in a while that is going to be after it as much as Perez is. Perez is definitely going to close the distance because of the reach advantage. We got 5'11 versus 5'5", 66 inches for 72. Chiasson likes to fight long, but you take her down, you know, beat her up on the ground, you can repeatedly do that. You can break her mentally, and I think that's what Perez does. And I like Perez big here in this spot, -180. I'll take it. I think Perez is a decision machine. She wins a lot of those close fights on decision. I don't know what that is. First off, hang on a second. For all the people that says I look like a lesbian, no, I don't. Man. Dude, I wish I had that body though. Jeez.
I mean, if you were a lesbian, you would be Macy Chiasson.
You think I'd be Macy Chase on if I was lesbian? Okay, I'll do
I don't know.
with that. I'll do
I
that.
mean,
But no, but I'm taking Prez and
similar haircut.
Similar haircut. Yeah, we do have similar haircuts. We can talk about OnlyFans. You know, I am not a subscriber to anyone's OnlyFans. I have never subscribed to anyone's OnlyFans. I find it at my age.
Prove it.
My age, I can prove. I don't know how you want me to prove it. I can tell you at my age, paying for just not even porn, just seeing girls naked is a waste of my time. I've never paid for porn a day in my life, and I'm not going to. There's so many fucking free websites out there. Come on. Anyway, Perez has an OnlyFans, and if you haven't seen it, it's not just I'm going to show you a little ass. I'm going to show you, yeah. I'm going to show you a little ass. No, she's full go, bro.
How do you know that?
Reddit MMA, dude. Reddit MMA. Reddit MMA they will share this shit like crazy. And when I was strolling and I saw that, and then there was like multiple pictures, bro. It's porn. She's doing porn, like getting fucked and shit on OnlyFans with like a cell phone, like crazy. But I'm taking her. You know what I mean? Taking. She's saying she's making more money doing that, but I don't care. I'll take Perez.
I mean, she's probably making bank off of that then.
I mean, she's going full throttle, bro. You know who apparently makes a lot of money on OnlyFans? And obviously she has a very specific demographic is Jessica Andrade.
No, I think she went off of that.
She got off. Okay. For a while there, I heard she was making some bank on OnlyFans, which surprised me. But listen, you know.
So you're telling me I took a picture with a porn star?
Bro, yes. I could pull up a picture right now and get this stream shut down, dude. It is. I mean, it shocked me because usually when you start Reddit MMA or whatever, it's like, oh, non-safe for work, and it's like, you know, Hannah Goldie or Paige Van Zandt with a little titty out or whatever. You're like, cool. Then you go by and you see fucking Aylin Perez getting fucking glazed, and you're like, what's this? And then there's multiple pictures. Yeah, Moreno Moroz goes all out on OnlyFans too. I've seen pictures of her as well. It's like, what? I'm like, this is an active fighter in the UFC, right? Like the WWE won't even let their talent stream, let alone do this. Perhaps the UFC let her do what she wants. She's making money doing it, but yeah, it's hardcore, bro. I was
hoping Aylin Perez's butthole would be in the chat. He's not here. I'm assuming it's a man.
Oh, is that a handle? Aylin Perez's butthole.
They've been in the chat a few times, but yeah,
he has that chat. He's seen it. I mean, she shows it. I mean, that's her fucking bread and butter. That's how she says goodbye to her fans.
I'm sure. Well, that made it even easier for me.
Who you got?
The lesbian here. Macy Chiasson. All right. Ain't no OnlyFans twerking girl gonna be minus 180 against my butch lesbian here. All right. Macy Chiasson's coming in here as the underdog, and she's getting it done. I don't know how anybody could be laying minus 180 on Aylin Perez. For what? BP? Are we serious right now?
Oh, yeah.
You just told me that she shows her butthole on OnlyFans.
Her boyfriend bangs
her. You're going to lay
hands.
minus 180 against Macy Chiasson.
Yes.
Your doppelganger lesbian. You're really going to do
bro. Dude, no, I haven't weighed 135 pounds since like I was like 3. But no, yes, I'm confident, dude. Yeah, listen, I don't get the title. I don't
understand this. Why?
I know. I think she's too aggressive. Macy Chiasson freezes up, bro. She crumples up pressure. She's gonna crumple. I think she's got more skills. She could definitely knock Perez out, but Perez, dude, she's a dog. You
know who Chiasson's been training with?
Who?
I'm gonna pull it up.
Show me.
Division I All-American wrestler Nick Piccinini.
Okay. How well did Nick Piccinini do in the UFC?
Fans porn star is gonna go in there and take down Macy Chiasson when she's been training with a Division I All-American male wrestler.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Good luck to you then.
win a decision.
I mean, Macy Chiasson
Beats her up in the clinch.
beats
Wins a
her up in the
decision.
clinch. When has Eileen Perez ever beaten anyone up in the clinch?
Every fight, bro.
Never.
I don't know if you watched Perez's fights. You probably just stare at her butt, bro.
Dude, Macy Chiasson, or not Macy, Eileen Perez was a plus 200 underdog to Carol Rosa in her last fight. And she won 2 out of 3 rounds based off of 1 takedown.
We watched Jocelyn Edwards slam Nora Courtnall on her shoulder, looking like a beast.
Falling for the trap.
Eileen Perez took down Jocelyn Edwards 6 times. She took Rosa down twice. Rosa had better take down the fence than Shazan did. Got it dropped down because of Perez, man. She's aggressive.
What if
this is a all right, Shoey bet. Do it. Shoey bet.
All right, I'm down.
Shoey bet.
No. If Macy Chiasson wins,
yeah, I'll drink a beer. I don't give a fuck. I don't drink, but it's not like because I have a problem. I just don't like it. But I'll do a shoey right here next week.
if Macy Chiasson wins, you have to subscribe to Eileen Perez's OnlyFans.
I can't know because I've already seen it. I can't pay money for something I've seen.
You have to DM her asking to do a collab.
That's fine. I can do that. I don't even follow her. I think I'll DM the shit out of her. I don't care. Yeah. All right. And if I win, you do the shoey.
I mean, sure.
Okay.
I mean, we could just stick to a shoey bet, but I mean, come on, man. Like, I'm not sold on Eileen Perez to beat Macy Chiasson. I know Macy's dropped the ball her last 2 fights, but man, like, I don't think Eileen Perez is beating Yana Santos. Maybe she's definitely not beating Ketlin Vieira. I mean, how is Eileen Perez doing against a Norma Dumont? Big Norm's gonna fucking fuck her up, dude. Macy Chiasson beat Big Norm. Took her down 6 times. I honestly think if Chiasson wants to, she could take down Eileen Perez. And I don't think Eileen Perez has much off her back.
No, I don't think so either.
Apparently, Macy Chiasson's been running hella miles for this camp as well. She's ready for that altitude. And don't sleep on a Macy Chiasson submission in round 3.
I'm going to write that down, even though I'm opposite. I love a good bet. So
plus 3,000. Macy Chiasson, round 3 submission. Eileen Perez gasses out. I know she's been putting in work on their OnlyFans, but she's not getting in those miles like Macy Chiasson is, man. No.
I think this isn't a marathon. This is a fight. So
it is a fight. Yeah. Plus 3,500 actually, round 3 sub for Chiasson.
You know what they said the best cardio is? Having sex.
Yeah, Colby Covington said that.
Perez is doing plenty of that, bro.
I can tell you right now, I get a lot better cardio from running than I do having sex because I run for a lot longer than I do have sex.
Well, yeah, duh. I mean, actually, you know what? I'm a terrible runner. I might fuck longer at this point.
I bet Eileen has a lot off her back. That's true. That is true.
She's got tricks, bro.
Yeah.
And we haven't even talked about the fact that Macy Chiasson, who is openly gay, she's looked at Perez's Instagram. There might be some flirtation there. I'm sticking with Perez, bro. I'm sticking with Perez. I like my bet.
I will say this though. Last thing, Macy Chiasson, I don't know who do I say they had a kid last year.
Oh, she has a kid with her partner? Okay.
Yeah, they had a baby last year.
Mm.
And she went 0-2 last year.
Is her partner a fighter?
No, I don't think so.
Why do I think she's dating Aspen Ladd? But Aspen Ladd's dating like her coach.
Ladd.
That's for some reason I thought she was with Aspen Ladd. No, Aspen Ladd's like dating her coach or something, right? Wasn't that like what Sean Strickland had a problem with or some shit like that?
Yeah. Last week, trying to find a picture of her wife, but not finding much. Oh, here.
Right. Hey, the world is cruel. Oh, yeah, okay. They got married on a turned anime. Anime there.
Little anime. That going?
That's probably her wife right there, right?
There we go. I mean, come on.
Okay, good for her.
Give me the butch lesbian over the porn star all day.
Good for her.
All day. At dog odds. odds. Let's go.
I like the odds.
All right, moving on. We got a middleweight bout here.
Yeah, right, bro?
I can't say it, man. Jose Medina comes in at plus 525, and Ryan Gondra comes in at minus 725.
Yeah, that's bad.
Ryan Gondra making his UFC debut as a minus 725 favorite. Jose Medina, 0-3, loses by decision, loses by knockout, loses by submission, and he's still here.
Still here, baby.
So now this is the time he picks up his first UFC win. He's lost by all the outcomes. This is the time he gets the WBP.
Mm-hmm.
Jose Medina by round 3 submission.
Wow.
I mean, no, I
throwing
can't.
a sub out there, huh?
I can't. I mean, come on, man. Like, I'll break it down, but this is just disgusting, right?
Gross.
Medina,
very, very gross.
punching bag. But if he survives, things could get interesting. Ryan Gondra, I don't think the guy's good. The guy he fought in the Contender Series was awful. Honestly, I think he's worse than Jose Medina. And that's saying something. The dude he beat on the Contender Series, garbage.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't believe in that win at all. Ryan Gondra's an ex-fat heavyweight. Moved down to 185 eventually after like years of cutting weight. And I don't think the guy's good, man. Like he's going to go out there and he's going to swing his hooks, but he's not an accurate puncher. And Medina's durable.
Yeah.
I don't know that Gondra's some amazing grappler. Like if he goes out there and subs Medina round 1, cool. But I don't know that he's going to do that. And the biggest part of it all is Gondra is a gasser, man.
Mm-hmm.
You look at any of his fights that have gone past round 1, he is huffing and puffing, like to the point where it turns into a sloppy, like heavyweight looking fight where both guys are kind of looking at each other.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, I don't know. I have no chance in hell I'm laying minus 725 on Ryan Gondra. Just do I want to put U.S. currency on Jose Medina? Not really. What are you doing here, BP?
Yeah, I said earlier I didn't want to be the asshole to bet Chris Matino at that money. The reason I didn't want to be the asshole because I am the asshole that's going to put money on Jose Medina. This fight's gross, right? Gondra has got 1 round in him. Medina, besides Atiba Gaudier, has been durable. Yeah, he got submitted or whatever, but on the feet, he's durable. He has no power, but he throws punches. He got a contract. He got a word to the UFC because of just the fact that he could get his ass kicked and still be there. The UFC's like, we need this guy. He's going to light the crowd up. That's why he's on this card. And Gondra has 1 round in him. He's got big power, but I don't think it's going to matter. I think Medina's going to slowly break this dude down, pity pat him to death. I don't know if we're going to get a finish. Don't know if we're going to get a finish, but second or third round, Gondra's going to be puffing and Medina's going to be fucking pumping the crowd up, giving his little pity pat. And the judge is going to be like, I like the cut of the jib of Medina. It's disgusting. It's horrible. I would never give this pick out if someone texted it to me. But since we're on the BigJive MMA Show podcast, or at just that MMA show, I mean, it is a podcast, but I'm taking Medina. Listen, I'm taking Medina. I don't care. I'm going to take a shot. I think Gondra stinks. Minus 725 for a guy who has been knocked out before in his career, early in his career, has fought really nobody. Trent Miller on the Contender Series doesn't belong near the UFC, doesn't even belong near the LFA. Not sure what these guys are doing here besides maybe an exciting fight. And I'm going to get Medina. I'm going to get Medina plus 525.
Yeah.
It makes me disgusted. It makes me literally
just imagine the scenes of Jose Medina walking down a gassed out Ryan Gondra.
The scenes, bro.
My God. Mexico will explode, dude.
I will explode all over my living room if that happens, because I'm going to put real life money on it. I mean, maybe, a half a sheck, a quarter of a sheck, but nothing crazy. But 525 over a fucking garbage man, bro. Not to disrespect Ryan Gondra. You just haven't done anything yet, bro. You just haven't done anything in the UFC. You got a Contender Series win over a really bad fighter. And Jose Medina 0-3 in the UFC. but he's
He's
showing
done more
at
than
least.
Medina though. At the same time, you know.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I'm gonna give me Jose Medina, dude. I'm not looking back. Not looking back. Not looking back.
Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. I mean, he does not look in great shape, honestly.
That's kind of always looks so, really.
Yeah, I mean the Bolivian punching bag. I mean, wow, this guy
Bolivia.
this is an iconic photo. Just an absolutely iconic dude. Dana looks fucking slim there.
Well, that's when Dana was like in the heart of that program he was on, which I think he's still on, but he doesn't look that skinny
Look a little bit
anymore.
bigger. I mean, I will say this about Medina. It looks like he gives a fuck. You know, it looks like he's constantly training. So,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, plus 525 on the kid. I don't think this one was a nuke. I mean, let me just look at my model.
Yeah, look at your model, bro. Look at your model.
Money line edge. Small lean towards Medina money line.
Okay.
Yep. I think inside the distance as well. Small lean.
Yeah, Medina by KO is like 1,000, I think. Now, round 3 KO.
You know? Whoa.
We're talking juice.
Dude, round 3 KO for Jose Medina is plus 5,000.
Yeah, but
plus 5,000. And if you want that round 3 sub, dude, imagine this.
Yeah.
You parlay Chris Moutinho round 3 sub with Jose Medina round 3 sub. They're both plus 9,000. Let me just see what this.
If I do that and we hit you,
we're on a fucking island, dude.
We're going somewhere.
We're on an island.
I just booked my vacation now to beautiful Wilmington Beach, North Carolina, but dude, we're going somewhere.
You put $10 on a parlay of Jose Medina round 3 sub with Chris Moutinho round 3 sub, and they both hit.
Yeah.
It's a big if, but if they both hit, you win $82,800 off of a $10 wager.
Are we do that? Do that?
Did we just crack the code? I think we might.
I think we cracked the code.
Nobody put that in. Nobody moved the line. Okay.
Don't do it, chat.
Don't fucking move the line. All right. I still gotta go to the sports book. All right. So just chill out on that. Keep it in your back pocket. And then we all put it in at once, and we all get rich. We're all on an island.
That's us, baby.
Not Epstein Island. No.
No. That's
Can't go there. Can't go there. Fave show of the week. Appreciate you, boys. Appreciate you, Wolf Lambert.
Wolf Lambert, you're the man.
I mean, hell of a prelim card, right? You know, just a beauty. A beauty.
This card's gonna weed out if you're a fan or if you're a fan. You know what I mean? I don't like the bag on cards because cards usually sometimes, when they're shit on paper, they'll develop to be nice. But this is you're a fan. You're a fan.
All right. Before we get into the main card, gotta let you boys know what's going on with the 3-punch combo contest giveaway. This week, make your picks on 3PC. There's a link down in the description below, or you go to 3punchcombo.com. You can use code BigJive for a free month. And if you are the most profitable handicapper of the week, you're going to win a $200 bet on the 3-punch parlay funded by 3PC, and you'll get all the winnings. And we're not a super juicy parlay, but a very realistic parlay in the 3-punch parlay that will give you later.
1 and 3 on the year. We're building still, but we have won one.
I didn't bring up the fight pick rankings earlier in the show, which I should have based on our recap, but
I haven't looked at it myself.
See, how we're doing. I know I'm doing pretty rough, but Luna is cooking, man.
This
number 1 in the rankings, and it's by a solid margin.
This dude might as well. I'm assuming it's a guy. It could be a female, but this person could fucking get number 1 tattooed on its chest. You know what I mean? Every time I see this thing, he's number 1.
This is all time, not just last week.
No, right. No, I know. But you see, there's not a lot of people with a winning streak right now, the way that ended.
Right. I mean, wow.
Am I ranked ahead of you? Fatima Klein in there.
She's
ranked 54. Oh, gosh.
Dude,
we're going pretty far.
Woo! There's Russ.
Still in the plus. Now we're getting to the negatives. Mean Machine, Steve Garcia. Okay.
Damn. I mean, it's good. I mean, this list is
Hey,
Yep.
there I am.
There's
All right.
BP.
All right, that's
He's
not
ahead of
bad.
me. He's ahead of me.
That's not bad.
Oh God.
Where you
Oh
at?
God.
Where you at, bro?
Oh God.
Brother, where you at?
Oh God.
Brother,
Wait, am I
what?
even on here?
Dude, does it cap out at 200? We have more users than 200 now. Maybe it just caps at 200.
Maybe it does. Maybe I'm down way bad.
Whoa, we got to get Russ on that, dude.
I mean, shout out to everybody that's making their picks every week. I feel like the list grows.
And I want Russ and I have been talking this week. Hayden had a conversation with Russ as well. And we're supposed to do a little tease of what's coming or whatever. I can tell you, which I'm not really being able to tell you. This past weekend, I did like a thread. I did multiple threads discussing the fight or whatever. Sometimes that's hard to keep up with, especially then we run out of room and you got to scroll to the end, whether you're on your phone, you're on your your laptop, which is what I was on. It can get a little hairy. It can get hard to follow the action and follow everyone's comments. 3PC, as in Russ and the geniuses. Oh, 200. There you are. You're dead last, bro.
Oh, this was last week.
Last week.
I got dead last.
6 and 8.
Russ. Okay, it caps at 200. So
yeah,
hopefully I'm not dead last from last week. But holy shit, dude! I know I did bad, but holy.
Dude, Alan Joman's is sharp though. He's 2 ahead of you though. He had the same record as you. Wow. What did I do last week? I can't be. I didn't crack 100, did I? Am I top 100 last week? Oh, I'm top 100. There I am, 83, baby.
EP in the top 100. Congratulations.
Would have been better if I was 86. Anyway, the geniuses at 3PC have created a form of, I don't want to say call it technology, but a new way to watch fights, engage with other people during fights. That makes it easy, that makes it more realistic, that makes it up to date. It's obviously in beta right now, what we got shown, but we're going to launch that in a few weeks. I'm assuming maybe months. Don't quote me on that. Probably weeks. The 3PC guys are usually good at getting stuff out quick. It's going to be awesome, guys. Because I love live chatting. I love doing the live threads. You know, I'm obviously heavy on Twitter during the fights. Sometimes it's hard to keep up with everything for sure. You know, when you're doing bets and you watch fights, blah, blah, blah. This is going to make things awesome and way more easier. And then again, just a tip of the iceberg. Yeah, is that Sam Decker? The Sam Decker? I was thinking the same thing.
Is that
the Sam Decker? The basketball player, the Sam Decker?
Is that him?
Wisconsin legend?
Somebody let me know.
Anyway, boys, 3PC to the fucking moon. Most of the people in the chat are on 3PC. Tell a friend to tell a friend we're doing it. What's up, hey Jives? Let's make some motherfucking money. Yeah, MMA Brody. I'm here too, though. I'm here too, MMA Brody. Yeah. But let's go, hey Jives.
Fuck BP. Fuck BP, you know?
Yeah, he said, fuck BP.
Can I tell Laura Sanko to unblock you? I didn't mean to ask her for feet pics. Well, I don't know that I can help you, but maybe
I can help you, Dix Insider. Laura Sanko and I have DM'd over the time. She was a fan of me from the Anakin Florian, and her son looks like Joe Burrow. So she knows him from Cincinnati. So she has sent me a few photos of her son in Joe Burrow gear. So I'm on it, Dix Insider. No problem.
We got to get Laura on the show these times.
She's great at what she does. No,
she is. I actually love her as a
podcast. I think she gets overlooked because she's so hot. Like people are like, dude, it's just hot, right? But she was a professional fighter, quit because she had a kid, and has the knowledge and is getting exponentially better at broadcasting. And I'm a huge fan of Laura Sanko.
Yeah, she's good. All right, boys, get your picks in for UFC Mexico. Win that contest, and we'll hit that 3-punch parlay. We'll get some coin in your pocket. All right, moving on to the main card. We got a bantamweight bout here. Santiago Luna coming in at -625, taking on Angel Pacheco, sitting at +450. The undefeated 21-year-old Mexican comes in as a very big favorite, coming off a round 1 KO in his UFC debut against Quang Lee, taking on the 0-1 Pacheco, who is another guy that lost his Contender Series fight, but still got a contract. Mm-hmm. And that was one of the best fights of Contender Series history as well. A great fight. Problem is, Angel Pacheco lost it, and it was a 30-27.
Yeah.
He got 30-27, but he still got a contract. The problem is, you know, this guy's a punching bag. You know, Medina is a punching bag. But the good thing with Pacheco is he's a punching bag that will punch back. Mm-hmm. It's just that he's usually the one getting the worst of it. He landed 197 significant strikes in that fight against Danny Silva, but Danny Silva landed 204. So, I mean, crazy, crazy fight. And then his UFC debut, he loses to Colin Loughran, and Colin Loughran puts up 140 significant strikes on him. So that was almost 2 years ago since that fight. Now he's 34 years of age, and he's definitely not getting a favorable matchup here. They're sending him to the Mexican superstar that they want to build in Santiago Luna, who looks like the goods at 21 years of age. So I think Luna probably gets it done here. I could see a finish. Pacheco's never been finished, but I think Luna's probably dangerous enough to get him out of there, especially early. I like maybe a club and sub.
Yeah.
Pacheco's been a durable guy, but he does get hurt, and I think Luna could maybe hit him with a big shot, jump on him, grab his back, choke him out. Fight's over. What do you think, BP? But first, shout out to Junior Dines. JR Dines.
Super sticker.
$2.99 super sticker. Thank you, brother.
Right above, that's my guy, good friend. If you want to click on, I can do it. Never mind. I can forget. Timbo, what's up, baby? Tim Mitchell in the house. Love that guy. Pacheco, the fight doesn't start till he gets dropped. And he gets dropped bad, like to the point where like, oh, it's over. And then he gets back up. He works his way into the fight. He's got really decent boxing. He puts it together well. He does make comebacks in a lot of fights. He puts, punches together well. But the Callan Logan fight, this guy was the next Irish sensation.
Oh, I hated that guy.
Failed miserably.
Hated him.
Is continuing to not look good in the PFL.
Dude, that guy looked like the dude from Incredibles.
Kid. Right. The little kid. Right. Yeah. So that's an ugly loss. And he fights once a year, so that's all you can judge it on. Meanwhile, Luna, 21-year-old, which, Hayden, we've talked about, you can't trust a 21-year-old.
True.
But I like this kid a lot. I think he's got a lot of good skills. I think, what I love about the Mexican MMA community and the culture in the fighters now is obviously Mexico has had boxing for years. They've had produced some of the best boxers in the world. They still are producing some of the best boxers. Now some of these young men are coming over, and women are coming over to MMA, and we're getting to see an evolution and some real talent. Luna is the second prospect in this card that I'm the most excited to see. I think he's that good. I think this is a good matchup against a guy, Pacheco, who's 34, looks 54, has some good boxing. Luna, with his range, with his striking, with his all-around game, I think as long as he doesn't fall for the next big thing hype train, as long as he doesn't come out a little bit of swagger, I'm too good for this spot right now, we might have a problem. I doubt it, though. I think he's going to be grounded. When he won at UFC Noche, he was emotional. I think he's going to be emotional here fighting Mexico City. I like Luna big. Again, minus 625 is crazy. Club and sub, I love. Any kind of finish, I love. Even when Pacheco doesn't really get finished, I think it'd be interesting here. Give me Luna. I love him here, and I would love him a hell of a lot more. I'd parlay him up if the line wasn't so goddamn big, but they're smart. It is what it is.
You see who he's been training with? Chris Moutinho. They're going in there to try to spring some upsets, man. Moutinho plus 500, Pacheco plus 450. One of them's got to win, right? Probably not.
No, they both can lose.
Mitch Raposo pulled a big upset his last time out against Azat Maxim. So maybe there's some upsets in the water, but I don't know that it's going to be this one. I think Luna probably gets to the back and chokes him out. I mean, he got the knockout on his debut, but I think he's definitely got power. But I don't know that Pacheco's just going to go down. He's been dropped a couple times, but I think you got to choke him out to finish him.
Yeah, minus 200, or excuse me, plus 200 for the sub for Luna, which I like.
Yeah, I wish we could have gotten a little bit better, but I do think it probably hits.
Yeah, I mean, for Pacheco, who's never been fucking, again, he's minus 625. So Pacheco's never been fucking finished, and we're getting plus 200.
I mean, the under 1.5 rounds is minus 110. So they're basically looking at this and saying, we don't give a fuck that you've never been finished.
Right.
Luna's finishing you, bud. The books are saying, don't give a fuck. As the Dana White, don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck.
Don't give a fuck.
Don't give a fuck. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. I was going to ask you guys for some fucking likes, boys. We got over
likes up.
160 people in the live stream, and we only got 51 likes. So like up the stream for us.
Joke.
All right. We got 5 fights left, and then we got the segments coming up where we'll give you guys some bets. Moving on. Flyweight Bob, we got Eamon Rodriguez coming in at minus 450 taking on Kevin Borjas, sitting at plus 350. Imanol making his UFC debut, the undefeated Mexican, 26 years of age, was on the Ultimate Fighter, won in the first round by first round KO. Then he takes on Joseph Morales and loses a split decision. Then he goes out, goes on the Contender Series, and he faces a pretty solid fighter. I was looking at the guy that he fought. I'm like, this guy's pretty solid. And I'm pretty sure I bet like the over 2.5 in that round, in that fight, because I thought these are pretty evenly matched fighters, you know? And then Imanol Rodriguez just fucking drops him after he caught a kick, and then dropped him again, and then dropped him again. So he dropped him 3 times in the first round, finally gets the KO, and he gets a contract. And I'm fucking sold on this guy. All right. This guy trains with Daniel Cormier. Obviously, he was training with him for the Ultimate Fighter. He's still been training with him. So I love that. I love that this guy's a freak athlete. I mean, he's 5'4", not very tall, but he is a explosive wrestler, fast hands with his boxing. He's not one of these boxers that's like going to look super technical, but he is sharp with his punches, and he believes in his punches. And if you're that young and that fast and that explosive, you believe in your punches, you're going to knock people out. Kevin Borjas, on the other hand, 1-3 in the UFC. His only win was against another Mexican last year on the Mexico card. Went in there, spoiled the party for Ronaldo Rodriguez. So can he do it again? He's had success in Mexico before. Can he spring another upset here against Imanol Rodriguez? What do you think, BP?
Not a chance. I mean, listen, there's a chance. It's MMA. I was saying Luna's the second guy that I'm most excited to see on this card. Rodriguez is the first. I think this dude should have been offered a UFC contract right after the Ultimate Fighter. I thought he beat Joseph Morales on that show. Could have won the title. Could have won the fucking the whole contract. Anyway, kid's good, right? He's short. He's 5'4", but he closes the distance really, really well. And he knew very little grappling and wrestling, and he went in and competed with Joseph Morales, who is slick on the ground. Now he's with Daniel Cormier, where he's learning and training and developing wrestling skills, not to mention mixing it up. What was showing a Coke for?
Diet Coke.
Oh, Diet Coke. Gotcha. But listen, I love this kid. Minus 450. I know it's high. Listen, chalky as fuck. I get it. You know, Borjas is a Peruvian. They're all tough. It's hard to finish guys like this. I think Rodriguez can finish him, though, if I'm being honest with you. I wouldn't be surprised if he finishes Borjas. Rodriguez just got dynamite in his hands. 5'4", those short little arms develop so much power. His uppercut is fantastic. Borjas can throw some heat, too. It's not like he's a punk. You know, he dropped Rodriguez in that fight pretty bad. He's got some power. He's obviously tough. He's durable. But I think Rodriguez is a really, really up-and-coming kid in this flyweight division that I'm super excited to see continue to get better, continue to excel. He's only 26 years old. I think he goes out here in Mexico City and makes a statement here. I think Borjas is going to get slept. I like Imanol Rodriguez. I think he's going to get slept. I know it doesn't happen. He's Peruvian. Yeah. Everyone's got that button. I think Rodriguez is going to find it, babe. So I'm like Rodriguez. I'm putting him in a parlay, and I like him by KO as well. That's just the KO is just going to be a single wager, which I don't have that line in front of me. It is plus 115. So we're not getting great odds on that considering Borjas is pretty goddamn tough, but I'll still take it.
Well, Imanol was one of my Contender Series guys to watch out of the three that we had. So, yeah, I'm very high on this guy, and I think he gets it done here against Kevin Borjas. Borjas, to me, is kind of just inconsistent fighter. I mean, if Imanol gets stuck at like distance boxing range, Borjas can have some success, but I just don't really think Rodriguez is going to allow that. You know what my model loves here?
What's that?
Imanol by sub.
By sub. I thought, you know what's crazy that I thought about that? Because Borjas has been subbed, and I feel like a dude like Borjas, if he's getting TKO'd, he's getting pounded on the ground, right? He'll give up a neck and he'll go, I've never been knocked out. Yeah, I've been subbed.
You know, that's the thing, though. He didn't do that against Alessandro Costa. Remember that? He got his leg kicked out, and I had Alessandro Costa by sub at like plus 550, and the neck was there. The neck was there. He was like, take the neck, take the neck. Yeah. But Costa just grabbed his wrist and just kept punching. And he just kept punching. and then he got the TKO. So
Yeah.
maybe that could happen, but I don't think you're going to knock out Borjas cold. He could maybe drop it, but I think he's going to have to follow up with something. And if he wants to take the path of least resistance here, even though Rodriguez could take this dude down, he could take this dude down
for sure.
And I think he could find a submission, man. He's got a rear naked choke on his record. Training with DC, you got to expect the ground game is going to continue to improve. And Rodriguez is wrestling pretty good. So I like the sub, plus 650 on the sub. You might be seeing that one later.
Whisper. Tease. That's a tease, boys.
Later. We'll see. Could be a future champ. I believe so. 26 years of age. I'd much rather trust a 26-year-old than a 21-year-old.
There you go. There you go. My wife was 26 when we got married. So we could marry at 21, but 26. Married.
Dixon thinks it's a decision. Guys aren't going to be chasing finishes, risking gassing at elevation. They want to conserve gas.
Decision, obviously, I think that's probably the more likely outcome. I wish my knockout was better, but yeah.
I don't know, man. He's a finisher, man. He's 6-0.
Yeah. I mean, he's a killer, dude. I love his uppercut. I love his power. I
think he would be doing himself a big disservice to try to conserve his gas tank when his best weapon is his explosiveness and his finishing abilities,
Mm-hmm.
So,
and I'll be curious to see I know he's been wrestling with DC. Be curious to see if he wants to wrestle in Mexico City, because it's still new to his muscles. He's more trained for this as opposed to fucking this. So we'll see though. It's gonna be a fun fight though. I think we're gonna get a either way. It's not gonna be a boring fight. Even if it goes to decision, both these guys are throwing down.
Definitely not. Let's move on. Another flyweight bout. We got Edgar Chairez coming in at minus 355, taking on Felipe Bunes coming in at plus 290. Bunes 1-2 in the UFC, picks up a win against Jose Johnson by submission in the first round. Knockout loss against Joshua Van in his UFC debut, and his last time out he loses to the biggest weight cheater I've ever seen, Rafael Esteban, who's now moving up a weight class. He's finally forced to go up to 135. So he got out muscled in that one, got taken down and kind of gassed out in that one. And that's the biggest thing with Bunes is the gas take almost never holds up. So that's going to be a big factor here at elevation, taking on the Mexican, who historically has had a fairly solid gas tank. Mm-hmm. 2-2 in the UFC, 1-0 contest. His wins are not good, but his losses are respectable. So we got to kind of figure out if this guy's good or not. His wins, CJ Vergara and Daniel Lacerda. Losses, Tatsuro Taira and Joshua Van. Two guys that are fighting for the title. So is Chairez worth minus 355, BP? What do you think?
No, probably not. But you said Buenas. Buenas is his last name. It looks like Bunnies or Buns to me, and that's what this guy is to me. He's Buns. That's what the kids say. Buns. I just don't think he's that good. I really don't. He wears a little cool hat, which is usually like in my betting. It's in my betting model that I have out right here. Hayden, cool little hat. Usually they win.
Yeah.
But Chairez is actually slick with submissions. The guy he's an emotional fighter. He's got a good chin. The crowd loves him. He's going to go out there. He's going to put Mexico on his back, and he'll throw down. He'll brawl with you. He's been hurt to the body a few times, but other than that, like, he's decent on the ground. Now, Bunes, he's been submitted one time many, many years ago against UCA Formiga, who is a lights out black belt. But I literally don't care about that. I think Chairez is coming for a neck. He's coming for something here. I think he's going to submit him. Minus 355 is a tough play for me. But I think with the lines on this card, how everyone's so juiced, 355 really isn't something you should look away from. I think it would scare you on some nights. Tonight, or Saturday night, this card in particular, you might want to kind of risk it for 355. Throw it in parlay, do what you got to do. I like Chairez. I like him by submission. Sub I don't have in front of me. I think it was plus 240 the last time I looked, but that'll be coming back around. So we'll be talking about that. Another tease that. But give me Chairez.
Yeah, I think Chairez gets it done. I think Bunes has probably 5 minutes to try and finish him, and I don't think he's going to finish him. So the gas take for Bunes is just atrocious, man. Like this guy's really good for about 5 minutes, and then he falls off. And Chairez being how durable he has been, I mean, he's got subbed a couple times, but I just don't really see him giving up a sub to Bunis. You know, he's not Jose Johnson. Jose Johnson's a guy that's you can sub him easily on the ground. And I don't think Chavez is that guy. Like if
Jose Johnson's like McDonald's of MMA. Everyone's had him. You know, everyone at this weight's had him. I fought him. Yeah. The guy fights him. He gets around. He's like a couple girls in my neighborhood. They get around. Everyone's had a taste.
Right, Chavez. Dude, Chavez, I remember when he came to the UFC and he threw like up some gang sign up at the weigh-ins.
Yeah, yeah.
They're like, dude, this guy's fucking from the cartel. So maybe the cartel's got some back in here.
Hey,
Ain't no way Chavez is losing that.
Listen, what is the cartel named in the Yazuka in Japan? They ran a lot of those. I mean, that's why Pride doesn't exist anymore, bro.
Huh.
You know, so it's not out of the realm of possibility. Some cartel members will be in the building. They'll see Edgar Chavez with the fucking, ganged up, dude. He's colored up. I don't know how it works on there, but yeah, I remember what you're talking about though at the fucking weigh-ins. He's got everybody that's got like that Tupac belly tat. I immediately think this dude's connected.
He's the one that took the picture with like the bullets across his chest or something. Yeah, right here.
Yeah, that dude's connected, dude.
That dude's fucking.
Anybody that's got a belly tat like that, I think is connected.
Oh, yeah.
He's connected for sure.
Definitely. I mean,
without a doubt.
Come on now. Come on.
Yeah, dude.
Come on. I like it. Give me Chavez. Probably round 2-3 might be a little bit interesting. Could be some juicy.
Because they're gonna look at Bunez in the corner of the cartel. They're gonna go.
Yeah.
He's gonna shit his pants. It's over. This fight's tough for me, bro. Go ahead, do your thing.
Lightweight bout here. We got Daniel Zellhuber coming in as a minus 500 favorite, taking on Bobby King Green, sitting at plus 375. Bobby coming off a win against Lance Gibson Jr. Excuse me.
Nailed it.
Coming off win against Lance Gibson Jr. By decision. I was there in attendance. It was a fight that they just kind of came up with out of nowhere midweek. Yeah. And it was at the Apex, so we're right there, right? And Bobby Green makes his walkout. He probably hasn't fought in the Apex in a while. And he's got like 3 dudes. They have the family. You get like 3 family tickets or whatever, and they bring him out for each fight. He had 3 dudes with him that were watching, and just the exact guys that you would expect Bobby Green to be hanging around with, right?
Yeah.
And they were cheering for him. They brought some good vibes, to the Apex, right? And Bobby is talking to this guy the whole fight. And since I'm right there, I can hear everything. He's just like in his face, like, what's up? What's up, man? What's up? Just constantly just fucking mogging him the entire time. It was fun to watch. But that dude, he gave his post-fight speech, and that was exactly what I needed to hear to know where this guy is at.
Yeah.
His post-fight speech was a promo for his strip club New Year's Eve party. So I mean, this guy literally probably called up Dana White that week, and he was like, "Yo, Dana, give me anybody at the Apex. I just need this check because I got to throw this badass New Year's Eve party at my strip club I'm opening." And they said, "Okay, we'll give you Lance Gibson Jr." He said, "Thanks." Hung up the phone. And he got his win, and he got his show money and his win money, and he probably had the best time at New Year's Eve. So now he's looking to throw the next party. So he needs another paycheck.
Absolutely.
That's what Bobby Green's showing up for. Is that enough for me to take a shot on Bobby Green as this big an underdog against Daniel Zellhuber, who just lost to Michael Johnson as a minus 800 favorite? I feel like if he's just showing up for paychecks, it might be enough. Because if he was like going for like the title, this would be an instant click. I would absolutely bet Bobby Green here, but I know he's showing up for paychecks. So you got to drop the motivation level down a little bit. And then you look at Daniel Zellhuber. This guy has been matched up so favorably in the UFC. They desperately need this guy to win. And he has dropped the ball time and time again. So in the current climate that we're in, where weird stuff happens in UFC fights. Fighters are throwing fights. Is Bobby Green coming in here to lose?
Do the job, huh?
Do the job.
Do the job.
Do the job, Bobby. He's a company man. He's a company man. You coming in here to do a job, Bobby, or are you actually going to try to win this fight? Because I need to know before I place a bet. And those are answers we don't have. But BP, maybe you can tell me something tell me an answer that would sway me one way.
So, Bobby, 39, he's clearly fighting for different motivations than other people are. What I love about Bobby is he debuted in the UFC against Jacob Volkman, who was this boring fucking wrestler. And he beat him. And Bobby was an underdog because Jacob Volkman would take you down and do nothing. And Bobby beat him by decision. And they cut Volkman immediately, and Dana bonus Bobby because he's like, thank you for getting rid of this fucking guy for me. Bobby Green, King Green, this is a dude, he's interesting, right? He keeps his hands down. He talks to you the whole time. He'll be talking shit to you, and then immediately go, yes, sir. He listens to his corner. And Zellhuber's a guy that they're really trying to push, right? He got the no chase spot. They're really trying to push this guy, but the skills I think are there. I just don't know if the chin is there, right? And that's weird to say about a Mexican fighter because usually Mexican fighters have notoriously good chins, but like Michael Johnson touched him, right? He got touched up, and by the Rebovix, right? In one of the greatest fights of all time. He's been touched up. And Bobby Green, the goddamn one thing about him, right? Might not have the biggest power in the world, but he's going to touch you. He's going to find you, right? Grant Dawson doesn't have a chin. Bobby Green put him down with the jab, finished him. Bobby Green, regardless of height, weight, whatever, he will find your chin. He will hit you at least a couple times. Can Zellhuber do that? I just envision Zellhuber head kicking Bobby Green. Bobby Green has struggled with taller guys in the past. I can just see a fucking head kick coming or something like that. But I also see a really close fight, right? Where they're both going to have their moments. And I want to see if Zellhuber has improved his cardio. Yes, he was been in some wards and stuff, and he had to really dig deep after getting dropped and getting, hurt. I want to see if he's improved his cardio. Because Bobby, regardless of Mexico City or not, he can go 3 rounds, right? He'll go 3 rounds, do his hands down stuff, do the talking stuff, counter well, right? And that's the thing. He's 39, but he hasn't really lost that quick reflex that allows him to do that, right? When that's gone, we're going to see Bobby Green get knocked out a whole bunch, right? But right now, it's still there. And Bobby Green, when he first fought in, way back when, his fighting style was hood. What's your fighting style? He literally put hood, right? This is a dude who reminds me of a buddy of mine I used to work with at UPS many, many years ago. Shout out Isaiah. They're very similar. I want to take Bobby Green so bad, but I'm not. I'm going to go Zellhuber. I'm going to go Zellhuber in a close fight or Zellhuber by knockout. I'm all over the map. It's the only one on my sheet that I don't have written down because I'm going back and forth so much on. But give me Zellhuber as a money line, but I don't love it.
Yeah, I'm definitely not laying minus 500 on Zellhuber, but I think if he's going to win, he's got to win inside the distance. Because if this goes to decision, that tells me Bobby's competing pretty well. Unless Bobby's just kind of go out in there playing patty cake, but I don't know that he's going to do that. And Zellhuber he's just not really that. He's not it, man. He's just not.
They're pushing him like he is. He has fallen short. I mean, he's 26, so I mean he's still young, but your chin's not getting better with age, bud. It's just not.
Like his wins are Lando Venata, who hasn't fought since then.
Right.
Christos Giagos, who got cut, and Francisco Prado, who got cut and went 1-4 in the UFC.
Right.
So, I mean, dude, like this guy really hasn't shown me anything. He can't be minus 500. So I think it's dog or pass. Dog or pass.
Don't disagree with that.
Plug your nose. Take a shot on Bobby. Bobby by decision.
King Green. The very least, he'll fight for your money. I mean, he can get put out, but he'll fight for your fucking dollar if he does it, right? He will fight for your dollar.
Unless he's going in there to do a job.
Right.
But
is he doing a job? Right? Is he doing a job?
I don't know. All I know is if he went in and shot a takedown off of a failed leg kick, or he got leg kicked into a takedown against Paddy Pimblett.
The Paddy stuff, yeah.
Stuffed his head into the fucking triangle choke. So, I'm kind of getting flashbacks to that, but we'll see, man. We'll see. Looks like the chat likes a Bobby play as well?
Yeah, the chat's kind of all over. I see a lot of Bobby love, a lot of close fights.
Decision only on Bobby could be a good play.
Okay.
Yeah.
Someone said there has to be a dog that wins in this card. Bobby will be the dog. They're playing that. They're playing that. Yeah, King Green wins. One underdog has to win every card. Yeah, I mean, listen, they're playing all sides of it. We have a smart chat, and if you're even smarter, you'll hit that like button, baby. Let go.
Plus 280 on decision only. That's
not bad.
Good. That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. All right, let's move on to the co-main event. We got a bantamweight bout. Chito Vera comes in at plus 260, taking on David the Doctor Martinez. 310. 2-0 in the UFC for David. 1 win by finish against Simon Oliveira last year on this Mexico card. And then he got a win at Noche UFC against Rob Font. Massive step up in competition. Goes in there as a very slight dog, and he gets it done. He looks great.
Mm-hmm.
So now he comes in here against Chito Vera, who the whole world is completely down on. I mean, this guy looks like he doesn't give a fuck anymore. He just goes in there, and he does jack shit for 3 rounds and, maybe has a moment or two and then gets upset at the decision. So he's lost 3 fights in a row. Is this the one where he finally turns it on? Because he's only 33. It's not like this guy's a 40-year-old that is just coasting into the sunset. He's 33. He's been in the UFC for a long time, 25 UFC fights. But the guy has never really changed the way he fights. It's just when he does win, he usually finds that fight-ending shot and he gets it done. But David Martinez is a very elusive striker. Like, is he going to be able to find the shot on David Martinez? I highly doubt it. But if he has any sense of urgency in this fight, I think he can make it close. Could end up being 29-28 either way. And if that's the case, I think it's kind of a dog or pass, because minus 310 is crazy, man. It's crazy. I guess maybe, Martinez could go out there and 30-27 and look clean. And then he looks like a minus 310 favorite, but I just don't really see that happening. And I went on, I saw Jason Perillo's Instagram post today, hyping up Chito Vera. And I commented on it. I said, is Chito going to fight with urgency this fight? Asking for a friend. I'm still waiting for a reply.
They had not got back to you. Okay, that was my next question.
Haven't got back to me. So if I do get a reply, I'll let you guys know. But as of right now, still not sure. Still not sure. What do you think here, BP?
Yeah, I like this fight a lot on paper. I'm going to go with the Chito side. Experience, I think, matters. David Martinez has looked good against, Rob Font was a good win, but Rob Font fought very ghostly. Martinez really picks his moments. He's got a good right leg kick. He counters well. Knocking out Oliveira didn't impress me. I mean, Oliveira is not a great fighter, but he did it with a beautiful counter right hand. That's obviously available there. Chito Vera, maybe the best leg checker, in this division. So that right kick that Martinez throws a lot is going to get checked quite a bit by Chito. Chito's going to throw his own leg kicks. Chito, I think, would be the favorite if he didn't fight the way he fought, if he fucking got after it. And it's not a cardio issue. He's never tired. Talk about dudes that run, right? You were talking about Macy Shazan running. This dude runs all the time. Like, he really dedicates himself to this sport. You ever watch his Instagram or any of these YouTube things? It's like ice bath, it's sauna, it's running. Like, dude really takes care of himself and is constantly training. And there's not a person that's trained with Chito that hasn't liked him. They've all loved him, right? Everyone that's met Chito, they love him. Like, even Luke Rockhold, who likes nobody, loves Chito. Like, this seems like a good dude. Obviously, we all know the problem. He starts way too slow. It's not like Martinez is a big volume guy, but if you're Chito, you have to be volume. You have to be the step forward, check some kicks, and you're going to have to put it on him. Chito can land over 100 strikes, but we've seen that in 5-round fights. There's only 3. So I like Chito at plus 260. I think it's going to be a very close fight. I think Martinez has got a decent chin on him, has some good power. Chito obviously has a legendary chin. If we get some grappling exchanges, that'd be kind of interesting to me, because Chito, I think, offensively grappling is better than he is defensively. Off his back, he doesn't offer much, but we'll that remains to be seen. So we'll see if that happens. But I like Chito. It's a big number. I wasn't expecting a bigger number when I saw it early this week. I think it was plus 235. So money is coming in on David Martinez, was interesting. I know he's a Mexican fighter. The one thing someone wrote, though, is David Martinez comes from money. I think both his parents are doctors. I think he very well might be a doctor or could have been a doctor. So it's the old trope of we got a guy who fights because he wants to fight. Is that enough when you get in the third round and you're getting clipped, right? Like, does that matter, right? I don't necessarily know if it does. I think it was worth bringing up. But underdog money plus 260 on Cheeto Vera. I'll be sweating the decision, but it's going to be worth every penny, I think.
You remember when he got into the UFC and they were hyping up him and his sister being like the first brother-sister duo?
Yeah.
And then like a fight later, Melissa Martinez gets cut.
Yeah. Yeah, they liked it for one fight. It was a cute story. Yeah, she's gone. She's gone.
Yeah, you're out of here. You're not very good.
But
Clearly, David is the better of the siblings.
Sure.
And I think he's good, man. I think he's good. I think his style could definitely get him a win here against Cheeto if Cheeto is, going to fight how he's been fighting. I mean, he dropped Zahabi in round 2 and then did nothing. I mean, he did nothing.
It's a weird block, dude.
It was like a jab and then followed up with nothing. I mean, Zahabi's like, he's obviously running away, but he's like, Cheeto's just kind of like walking towards him. It's like, dude, fucking go. This is your opportunity. He's not doing anything. It's crazy.
Ray Longo and I've talked about this. I've seen it on a very small scale. Kenny Floor and I've talked about this. There's some guys out there who are just killers in the gym. Do you remember Joe Riggs? I don't know. Yeah. So he's an Arizona guy. When he came into UFC, his UFC record was very up and down. He's a little bit of a mental case, but every single person that said they trained with Joe Riggs, that's the best guy in the room. No one wants to fuck. That guy's unreal. But you get in the cage and you're like, where's it at, right? There's like a block, right? And a lot of guys, like George St. Pierre had that. He went and fucking met with a sports psychologist. They got rid of that shit. And Cheeto's a guy that I think would meet with a sports psychologist because there's something going on with this weird block you have where you have a chin, you have cardio. You don't, I mean, your takedown defense is okay, but it's not like you're getting taken down and submitted every which way. So it's not like you're worried about it, right? You're well trained. You've been around forever. You got 30 something fights. Like, where's this frozenness coming from? So hopefully he's got that worked out, considering I'm going to put some harder money on him. But yeah, it's when he heard Zahabi and he did nothing, it's like, I had money on Zahabi. So I was like, cool. But I'm also like, what is Cheeto doing? Like, what are you doing?
It was wild. So wild. Like, it was there for the taking. And the problem here for Cheeto is Martinez isn't 37 years old. Like Zahabi, dude. He's 27.
Yeah, he's on cat.
That chin's fresh, man. That chin's fresh. I think Cheeto
thinks he's winning until the decision comes out. Yeah.
Probably.
That's true. Like Phil Rowe, we talked about earlier, Marvin Vittori, they get in there, they think they win.
Right.
It's like,
a lot of fighters think that way, where like they're not really like getting affected by anything, but they're also not doing anything. So they don't think they're losing. Like all the shots that guys land from the outside that are like winning them minutes, but they're not really affecting the fighter that's getting hit. They just they don't.
And Cheeto can take such a good shot. He goes, "Oh, that was I took that. That's fine. That didn't hurt me. They can't score that." But it's like, well, yeah. And it's not a corner thing because Perillo's honest with them. Perillo's like, "Bud, we got to get on it. Like, what are you doing?" It's not like he's coddling him in there. Like he's telling them what to do, and it's just there's a disconnect there.
Last thing, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't Cheeto down 3-0 to Dominic Cruz before the KO?
If he wasn't down 3-0, he was down 2-1. It was
like he would have lost a 3-rounder.
100%. Like it was very, very close. I think that's why Dom was so upset. But listen, I mean, Dom's gonna be upset with no matter what finish, but he got fucking front kicked in the face. I mean, what do you want to do? But yeah, I mean, that's literally how he fights. He's down a lot, and he's fucking, the only time he looked really good in round 1 was against Sugar O'Malley because he fucking checked a leg kick and then kicked Sugar's nerve or whatever, and then TKO'd him kinda. But yeah, it's a weird block, dude.
Probably David Martinez by decision, but I'm not betting him, bro.
Not betting him.
To the main event, like the stream for us.
Like Monday.
Throw us a like. Throw us a hype while you're at it. Hype the video. Hype the live stream for us. That would help us out a lot. Subscribe
for
to
the vibes
if you're not already. Main event in the flyweight division. We got Brandon Moreno coming in at -210, taking on Lone Air Kavanagh coming in at +180. Kavanagh coming off his first ever loss, a KO loss to Charles Johnson in a fight where he looked amazing in round 1, and then round 2, Charles Johnson started to turn up, caught him with a shot, and put him out cold. Now he's getting a step up in competition. He's 26 years of age. And Brandon Moreno, big step down in competition, but he's coming off a loss where he did not look good. Did not look good in really any facet of that fight against Tatsuro Taira. And he was originally supposed to fight Aso Almabayev. Aso Almabayev pulls out. In steps Loner Kavanagh. And I said this in a video, my early picks video, BP, but 2 years ago, we had the exact same situation. Brandon Moreno's headlining a Mexican or a card in Mexico, a fight night card in Mexico, and he was supposed to fight Amir Albazi. Albazi pulls out. In steps Brandon Royval, who is coming off a loss.
Yep.
Brandon Royval goes in there and beats him by split decision. Same thing here. Kavanagh coming off a loss, stepping in for a short notice replacement. Can Kavanagh do the same thing? What do you think, BP?
I like Kavanagh to an extent. I'm more worried about Brandon's performance. Listen, against Taira, who's fighting for the title, is unreal. That slam takedown, I think, rocked Moreno. I think Moreno kind of got dazed on that. And then the finish happened after that, regardless if he thought it was a quick finish or not. It wasn't finished. People always keep saying, oh, Brandon Moreno's never been finished. Yeah, but he got submitted by Pantoja back in the Ultimate Fighter. I know that technically doesn't count, but he has been finished before. But the Ursay fight where he won, it was weird. He got outstruck by Ursay. And he's definitely switched his style up a little bit. And it's a little weird to me, right? Yeah. Kavanagh, though, young fighter, getting a good opportunity, has some good striking. He puts combinations together well. How's his cardio? He's got a couple decision wins, but is that enough in Mexico City? He slowed down against Charles Johnson, and he's susceptible to the body, right? The body got him. The body hurt him. That slowed him down. Charles Johnson got him out of there. Charles Johnson's is, if he's not elite, he's right underneath elite for flyweight. That's a tough fight for any young guy. But Kavanagh, coming out of England, is he England or is he from Wales? He's from England, right?
England,
yeah.
Wales.
Yeah, right. That's why I want to correct that, because if he's from Wales, people will be like, he's from Wales, mate. But he's got a lot of hype around him, and I know Bisping's high on him, and I do think his hands are pretty good. I think his takedown defense is going to get tested here, because I think Moreno knows how he has to beat him. Moreno was training wrestling, fighting a guy against Almabayev, so the wrestling's going to be there. Moreno also has some decent body kicks. He's not the heaviest handed guy in the world. He's not a potent finisher. But you look at the Kai Kara France fight. He hurt Kai Kara France to the body. If I was Brandon Moreno, I am investing in that body. It's 5 rounds in Mexico City. This guy's on relatively short notice. You're kicking the shit out of that body, whether it's a teep, whether it's a power body kick, whatever you got to do, stick a jab in his face and then get him to the ground. I think the ground game of Kavanagh hasn't really been seen yet. We haven't really seen it. And Moreno, his wrestling's decent. His submissions are decent. He's got 11 subs to his name. I think he's decent when he gets there. He's fought the higher level competition, obviously. So it feels like a trap. It feels like it's almost too easy taking Moreno, right? But I'm going to take him. I'm going to take him. I'm not going to talk. I'm not going to listen to the outside noise. I'm not going to listen to bullshit. I'm going to take him. And I feel like, because I'm going to go heavy on him. And I feel like Loner Kavanagh, when he wins, is when the chirping's going to come, and when people on Twitter are going to go, "Okay, you do Brandon Moreno's watch. I thought you should have figured that out." Which, okay, listen, it's part of the sport. We'll get it. We like it. We'll do it. But I like Moreno. I like Moreno in the spot. I feel like it's too easy, but I mean, I'm not, maybe it is too easy. Maybe it the fuck is too easy. So give me Moreno.
Hey, if it's a trap, I'm crawling in that trap. There's no bait in it. I'm going in head first, and I'm getting fucking caged up. Okay. Yeah. Give me Brandon Moreno, bro. I'm not sold on this fucking guy.
Thank you.
Come on. Kavanagh, I've never been sold on this guy. I don't know why people were sucking him off for what he did in Cage Warriors.
Well, because Bisping really hyped this dude up. Like, Bisping was like, this dude. But he always does that with English fighters. I get it. You're proud of him.
I don't know. I mean, I've told you, Cage Warriors fade.
Yeah,
it was the greatest. Yeah. And I cashed in on Charles Johnson getting it done against Loner Kavanagh. I didn't think he was going to knock him out, but the fact that he put him away like that, I like it. I like it because, number one, I mean, he showed that if you are going to push a pace on him, he's going to fold. He's going to fold, man. I mean, Ochoa hurt him to the body in both of their UFC debuts, right? He hurt him to the body in round 2, and Kavanagh was diving, looking for a takedown, got his back taken, and then the round was over. And he won that fight. So I'm not saying like he's a quitter or anything, right?
Sure.
But I mean, his wins are Jose Ochoa and Felipe dos Santos. Right. And both of those fights, I wasn't really left super impressed. I mean, like, okay, he knocked Antoine Ho out in the first round of the Contender Series. Okay. And he looked good in round 1 against Charles Johnson, but this is a 5-round fight, man. And this
against a guy who like exclusively fights in 5-round fights.
Yeah, this guy Kavanagh is, I think the only reason people glaze him is because he's super fast. It's like, yeah,
fast hands. Yeah.
If you're 5'4", you should be fucking fast, dude. If you're not fast, you ain't gonna make it. So he's fast. He's fast, and his technique is sharp. You know, he's got good kicks. He's actually a really good kicker from range for how short he is. But I don't think he can keep that up as the fight progresses, because talk to anybody that's fast, you know, any receiver coming from a football guy that's fast, that has like really good quick twitch muscles, they're not good long distance runners. They can't do it for a long time. They're just quick and burst. So yeah, he's going to look good in round 1, might look, you know, decent in round 2. What does he look like in round 3? What does he look like in round 4, round 5? I don't think it's going to be good. I mean, the fact that he was slowing down against Charles Johnson in round 2, when Charles Johnson was in his face, but he wasn't like just dogging him. Charles kind of made him grapple a little bit. He was shooting into takedowns. Kavanagh was pulling guillotine, making him work. And then ultimately, Charles got into that clinch, ripped like 4 body shots to the gut. And Kavanagh walked away like, holy fuck, that did not feel good.
His posture, you can always tell his posture's changed. He's good.
I always
stand like this.
He walks away. He's standing upright with his hands by his hips. And then Charles Johnson keeps the pressure on him, and he exits the pocket with his head straight up and his hands down by his hips because he's tired, and he gets caught with a right hook. So, I mean, if Brandon Moreno doesn't beat this guy, he's fucking washed. Okay.
100%. I will be
100% washed.
I will be on the Brandon Moreno wash train 100% after this, right? I'm from the Midwest, so we say warshed. So he is going to be warshed. There was a super chat in here. Let's get to
we did miss it. Gabby P.
Oh, sorry. We clicked at the same time.
Calf. Sub 345. Not
man.
Get the fuck out of here.
Listen, I appreciate Gabby P. I appreciate the $1.99 super chat.
We're gonna send that $1.99 back to you.
I will put $2 on each of those bets personally. And if they hit, brother, if they hit, I will give you a slice of the pie. Thank you for being in the chat. And someone else right on the, I'll click it. Cameron Junkin, Cage Warriors, classic. Play on words, Bob. Oh, Cameron Junkin, that's a good one.
I like that. Yeah, man. I mean, I think Moreno can finish him too. I kind of see it like a back take into a sub. Maybe hurts him to the body.
I mean, Moreno needs a fucking finish.
I mean, everything that I've seen from Moreno, based on his Instagram, he seems motivated, man. You know,
there's a while there he like quit. He like retired for like 6 months and then came back. I gotta imagine. I mean, he was champion, so I gotta imagine he did okay money wise. You know, I believe he is in Vegas. You know, so I don't know. It was kind of weird what happened to him.
Yeah, he's in Vegas training with a lot of those BJJ guys. Might be a good path to victory. I saw one of his posts. Caption was, "I'm not fucking leaving. I'm not fucking leaving." Where is it? I gotta pull it up.
Leonardo DiCaprio. Wolf of Wall Street. Classic.
I can't find it, but he's not fucking leaving. All right. And Moreno's getting it done in the main event.
I go.
Now let's go to the segments. BP, who are you? And this Saturday.
I mean, it's easy, brother. Brandon Moreno. We just got done talking about the young man. I just think there's levels to this game. I think Brandon Moreno, you know, he's been through the levels. He fought Pantoja when he was at level 1. This dude's high level now. He's got a good chin. He's hard to finish. Yes, he's coming off a finish by Tyra, but Tyra's a beast grappler. Kavanagh is not that. And I have a lot of questions with Kavanagh. I do not have a lot of questions with Brandon Moreno. We know what we're going to get out of him. We're going to get 5 hard-fought rounds. And, there could be obviously a potential for finish there. It doesn't matter. I just want him to win. Empty the clip, Brandon Moreno. Just place the bet, click the button. Don't think about it. Thank me later.
Absolutely. I love it. I love it, BP. I think you're going to move to 2 and 3.
I'm curious to who you're, because I really thought this was going to be your empty the clip. So let's see who you got.
You thought that?
I did. I kind of did.
You thought correct.
Yeah.
Let's go. Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow. But one day, I will be champion.
I'll be champion.
You will be champion.
I get to buy more Funko Pops and Legos.
More Legos. This guy's a fucking hype job, all right? I put it on.
Yeah, he goes through PC.
I'm not fucking sold on this Kavanagh guy. Never have been, never will be.
He's got great hair. I had that part in all of middle school, or excuse me, all of elementary school. It looked fucking good.
Thank you, everyone, for the input. Some people agreed. Some people, Loco said he's legit for where he's at right now. Of course.
Yeah,
for where he's at right now. But come on, man.
It just seems so easy, God damn, it seems easy. But you know what? If we're both on him, we're both intelligent guys.
Here's the thing. Like, I think he can compete with Moreno.
Sure.
But I don't know that he's going to be able to compete for 5 fucking rounds.
Not right now. He's still
at
26.
Elevation.
First main event. Former champion. Yeah.
It was a short opportunity. A ton of top flyweights have fought recently. Yeah. I mean, I understand why they made the fight. Like, what else are they going to do? They couldn't book Charles Johnson because he wasn't medically cleared.
Right. Horiguchi had a fight already scheduled, and Horiguchi's might be next after Tyra. So they're like, Horiguchi would have to get a big payday to do that.
This is the episode where BigJive and Big Gun turn into boomers and Brain gets too mush. Ignore this call. Go to bed, y'all. Loner is winning.
Wow, maybe login. Look at you. I love when people go, you know what? Fuck everybody. I'm putting my dick right here and I'm saying who's winning. I respect it. Even if it disagrees with me, I respect the shit of it.
You think he's gonna go in there and lay down?
Let the guy win, dude. He is a company man, but not Mexico. They don't want the Brit winning in Mexico.
Oh, the scenes when Brandon Moreno's just breaking him. Gonna love it.
It's gonna be awesome.
3-punch parlay, slight profit on the year. Leg number 1, I hate it, but BP's going with Eileen Perez.
Listen, if you see someone's butthole, you trust them to the core. I trust this girl. I've seen her butthole. To the moon, baby. Let's go.
He's close with her. He trusts her. I've never seen the butthole, so I don't trust her like that. So that's why I'm going with the butch lesbian. But at least if I lose on Macy Chason, then the 3-punch parlay leg hits.
Correct. Yeah.
I'm going with Brandon Moreno.
Good choice.
All right. I know we might be a little overexposed here as far as the segments go, but it's a struggle to get parlay legs here. Do I want to put a minus?
It's a tough card. It's a tough card.
I want whoever is the most profitable handicapper to at least get a decent payout, So I'm not putting a minus 700 in here. So we got to go Brandon Moreno at minus 210. And the last one's Edgar Shirez. We both agreed on it. I made the final call. Edgar Shirez minus 355. If I recall, BP, you said minus 355, pretty good parlay piece.
I did say that. On this card for sure, dude.
Yeah. Plus 194 on that. So going to be returning a little under $400 for the winner.
I'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll take it. You boy, actually, I won't take it. You boys will take it if we win. But yeah,
one boy, one man, one woman,
man or woman
is going to be taking it.
One person.
All right, let's get sick. You're 0 for 4 on the year. I'm also 0 for 4 on the year, but you only need to hit one.
All we need is one, dude.
You're up. EP's going with Emmanuel Rodriguez money line.
So you guys are sitting there thinking, I said this to Hayden, how the fuck is BP going to go 10-1 when Rodriguez, who's a minus 450, is on the money line, right? How is he going to do it? Well, here's how I do it, babe.
Trying to start off easy.
Shara sub plus 280. So I was a little light before. I thought it was plus 240.
Yeah, plus 280 solid.
Yeah.
Capping it off with Cheeto Vera money line.
Tell me how it loses.
Oh,
We got the anchor on Rodriguez. We got Charez, who's going to take a neck. And we got Cheeto, who's going to squeak out a decision in Mexico. And we're cashing 1572.
Bring me my money.
Hey, I love it. I love it. I love it.
oh God. I'm going to be really rooting for Cheeto then. If you're
You have to, bro. Dixon Sider said, Cheeto, smiley face. Dixon, tell you something, bro. I respect everything you do, my guy. He wins. I'll get you something nice. I'll get you something nice. Real classy.
all right. Here we go.
Let's see what
We're 0 for 4 on the year. We've been close. We've been 2 out of 3.
You have been close. I haven't sniffed it.
Last week we went 0 for 3. So we're going to change it up a little bit. Two
Show
legs. 2 legs. That's all we need. 2 legs.
You just need 2. Okay.
Just need 2.
All right.
Leg number 1. I'm fading you. Macy Chesson.
Yeah.
Round 3 or decision plus 240.
Okay. I saw that coming.
Round 3 or decision plus 240. The Butch Lesbian goes in there and gets it done against the porn star. All right. I don't trust Eileen Perez. I've never seen her butthole. We're not that tight. All right. I don't trust her.
That's how you trust people.
Second leg. Emanol Rodriguez by 650. 2-leggers. All we need is 2 legs to go through. And we're at plus 2450 on a 2-leg long shot parlay. Let's get sick. Let's cash it in, boys. I feel good about this one. These are 2 of, I think, the best edges on the card.
Yeah, for sure. For being a very hard card to handicap, considering the ballooned up numbers, I think we gave out some great plays, boys. Hit the like button, chat. Come on,
Hit
man.
the like button for us. That's going to do it for the show. I appreciate y'all for joining tonight. We went for 2 hours and 21 minutes, all for free. Sign up to 3PC if you're not already. Hop in there, get your fight picks in. $200 fight pick contest winner goes under the 3-punch parlay. So if you can win that one. Anything else for the viewers before we hop out of here, BP?
That's about it, but I really appreciate all the interaction you guys have given us. 3PC is constantly gaining new people in the chat, which is exciting, and we're just going to keep moving forward and keep grinding, baby. This show's only going to get better. 3PC is only going to get better. The chat interaction we have right now is amazing. I love seeing all the familiar faces every week. It's incredible. This is my Wednesday night from here on out. I love it. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it every week now, boys. Because of Hayden, because of I get to talk fights, and because of the chat. Let's go.
Absolutely. Appreciate you, BP. We'll be back here next week. We got a numbered card. No more fight nights. We got a numbered card next week. UFC 326 in Vegas. BMF titles on the line. We'll see you then. Good luck to you this Saturday. Till next time, BigJive MMA Show. Yeah.